Friday.
Yo.
Charlamagne the guy.
Peace to the planet. It's Friday.
Yes, and Beasy Baby is back. Our special guest co-host. Good morning.
Good morning, Beasy
friends.
baby.
Good morning.
How you feeling?
I am well. It's Friday.
That's right.
My bun's sitting tight. Everything's working out.
Okay.
How was yesterday? A lot of people hitting you up.
Yeah, my Instagram's a little bit lit. You know, your comment section, you know.
They even
People
love
disrespectful.
They even like you or
A
they
little
hate
bit.
you?
Well, they said they can't wait for Jess to be back, and I was like, bruh, me too, but I'm here now. Can we celebrate my time? Like, what's up?
Jesus.
Why I can't get a turn?
They do that to everybody.
Yes, they do.
They do that to everybody.
Shouts out to Jess.
Yes, they
That's
do.
hilarious.
So last night, where's OVO? OVO Eli coming here. Last night, Drake dropped his EP, Scary Hours. Where's OVO? OVO is dressed to the nines of
Yo,
Drake.
he got on a Drake Jr. outfit right
Yes,
now.
he does. Where's
Because
OVO?
he is Drake Jr.
Look, now look.
What's Drake's son name? What's Drake's son name?
Adonis.
Adonis. That's Adonis' son right there. OVO Eli is Adonis'
You ain't see
son.
the chain. You see the OVO chain he got on?
Custom made. We got an
my God.
OVO keychain pendant.
You gotta stop, man.
This is a herringbone inspired by Tupac. Shout out Tupac. You know what
It's
I'm
a
saying?
what?
Shout out
It's a herringbone chain.
A herringbone.
'Cause,
Herringbone.
Tupac used to
You
wear
remember the
like
old
the-
herringbones back in the
What
day?
Tupac got to do with Drake?
Drake's inspired by Tupac. He got that signed by Tupac. That says, I think I like Tupac more than Drake. Something like that.
Oh, and the Tupac ring? Didn't he buy that too?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What don't you know about Drake? OVO Eli.
Listen, hey, it's not the man, it's the music.
It's not the man, it's the music. So what you think about the EP?
I ain't never seen
Man,
You sent it in the group chat at 4:55 this morning. What was
Yeah.
your thoughts?
he got 6 extra songs on For All the Dogs. You know, 6. Shout out to 6.
Oh, so it's a deluxe album.
It's a deluxe
Yeah.
album, yeah.
Oh, so
had
he
6
didn't
more
put out
songs.
I thought it was a Scary Hours pack. It's not that?
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was gonna be another EP, but like a trilogy. But it kind of is. It's just a deluxe For All the Dogs. He got 6 extra songs, like I said, and
J. Cole. J. Cole's one of the
J. Cole
features.
collab on there. They were going like bar for bar, verse for verse.
Secretly, OVO Eli has said to us that he likes J. Cole better than Drake. I don't know why his
No, I
his
didn't say-
forward
those were not my
presentation.
words. I
That's
said-
exactly your words. I remember that conversation.
When did he
Eli.
say that? That's
Not
what
what
you said?
I said I relate to J. Cole's lyrics more than I do to Drake's lyrics.
But you dress like Drake.
Every day.
Because I'm inspired by OVO. It's the movement. I'm trying to tell you. It's not the man.
You
it's the
look
music.
like 40, Drake, and Noah combined. What's that? His name Noah?
Yeah, 40 Shabib, no?
You look like all of them combined.
Combined
Don't
together.
he?
He does.
Tony?
The what?
Oh, boy.
It's going down.
So what was your favorite song so far, Mr. OVO Eli?
I do like...
I saw a fire ball where he said something about y'all something like the rapper named after a sex position.
Yeah, talking about
Yeah,
6ix9ine. Yeah,
That was a fire ball.
yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all out your lane like you're running into the media. He was going in. Drake was spitting some balls in this
Why
one.
is your eyes watering, yo? Are you? Why are you?
They're not
Why?
worried.
Why?
It's just- What time is it?
Why?
It's 6:03 a.m.
You want to
know what I'm
cry?
saying?
Like you're so happy.
He's
No,
happy.
It's got to be all of the lights. Shout out Kanye. Actually, no, take the.
What are you talking about? Oh my God. Let's get the show cracking, all right? Now, this morning on the show, E40 will be joining us. Goon with the Spoon. His cookbook is out.
E40, Eli. Don't get excited, okay? E40, not 40. All right. Okay.
And also, Sean O'Malley will be joining us.
I just want to see Drake. I want to see OVO Eli just meet Drake one
One time. What?
I just want to see what he would. I think he would drop to his knees.
Yeah, what?
I think he would.
think he dropped to-
I really.
He might go to the bathroom a little
I'm
bit.
telling you, he'd either drop to his knees or put his hands on his knees. Hands on his knees.
Hands on your knees, man. All right, front page news is next. Let's get into a premiere. This is 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne featuring Usher.
Oh.
It's called Transparency. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yeah, but you wanna move.
All right,
Like
2
that.
Chainz, Lil Wayne, Usher, Transparency.
That's just too much energy. There's too much going on, man. You got that record, you got Drake, you got the flute, Andre 3000 out here with the flute.
The album came out?
You damn right. I listened to the flute this morning. I
How-
woke up on the flute.
How does it sound?
I turned it off. I'm gonna listen to it. I gotta be in my backyard. No, it's too cold to be in the backyard. But I gotta be at home with the candles lit. I can't drive to it. I gotta be. I already know. That's meditation music.
So it's just like bloop, 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 bloop.
No. It's a lot of other instruments. It's not just the flute. You gotta listen to it.
But it's calming. It's like relaxation music.
Yes, and that's why I couldn't listen to it while I was driving. I gotta be at home with that one.
Okay.
Yes.
It's on Tidal? I didn't see it on Tidal.
Yes, it is, bruh.
I didn't
was
see
listening to it this morning.
I seen Dirk. Anyway, we are the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Beasy Baby is here, and let's get in some front page news. What up, Tez?
What's going on, DJ Envy? Good morning, Beasy baby. Charlamagne the guy.
Peace,
Good
Taz.
morning.
Now let's jump right into it. Now the Ravens beat the Bengals last night 34-20, and we got to discuss this mistrial.
Oh, and Shakur Stevenson won his fight last night too. He captured the WBC, I think, lightweight championship last
He
night.
did? Congratulations, Shakur. What did he fight? He must have fought overseas.
No, he fought on ESPN last night.
It was overseas? No, it was here? And he fought on Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's start, Tez. Let's talk about this mistrial.
Yeah, unfortunately, a mistrial in the case of Breonna Taylor. Let's take a listen to the report.
The jury unable to reach a verdict for either of the two charges Hankison is charged with. The jury has already asked for court's transcripts. They did not specify testimony, so the attorneys and the judge instructed them instead just to rely on their own memory. However, after learning of the first deadlock, prosecutors felt that they needed more information. Still, the judge would not give it to them. That happened hours ago, earlier today. The jury was sent back twice, instructed to keep discussing the case, still keep working toward a verdict, but they sent back a note just a few hours ago saying they could not reach a verdict. The judge saying it could be the totality of the circumstances beyond repair, and they would not make them keep going.
So what does this mean
Yeah,
exactly, Taz?
I'm feeling a way about this. The jury was made up of 6 men, 6 women. One juror was black. The fact that the jury kept asking for the transcript and was denied that, I feel that's problematic in itself. Why not give them the transcript? And they said that the transcript was not available at all. Why would it not be available? Why were they not given the information, to continue to deliberate until they came up with an answer? So to me, that just seems problematic. It doesn't seem fair, for sure. However long it takes for the jury to come to a decision or ask for more information, why not give them to him? So again, he was a mistrial in this case. On the state side, he was acquitted, found not guilty. So there's no justice as far as criminal charges are concerned with the murder of Breonna Taylor.
What was his charges exactly? Because this officer is the officer they say ran in and started spraying bullets, but they said his rounds didn't hit anybody. So what was his charges?
He was charged 2-count indictment for deprivation of rights under the color of law, both of which are civil right offenses. According to the court documents, he was charged with willfully depriving Taylor and Kenneth Walker, which was the boyfriend of Taylor, of their constitutional right to be free from unreasonable seizures, which includes the right to be free from police officers' use of reasonable force. It also says that he was also charged with depriving Taylor's neighbors, as well as their right to be free and deprivation of includes the right to be free. Please.
We're not sure what you said, yeah.
Yeah, the devil got busy just now.
Absolutely.
You turned the future just now, Ted. We ain't hear nothing you said.
Nothing at all.
It was all auto-tuned up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bottom line, 2 counts of deprivation.
You still future.
Yeah, future. All right.
Still future.
We'll Google it. All right. Well, that is front page news. Now, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. It's Friday. Let us know how you're feeling. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hello, who's this?
All right, you got Jay, man. What's up?
Jay, what's up?
Peace,
Get off your
Jay.
chest, bro.
What up, Jay?
Hey, ain't not much what's going on with y'all. How y'all doing this morning, man?
Blessed, black, and highly favored, sir.
Doing good, brother.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, look, I called to get some things off my chest, man. I got
843. Oh, I'm sorry. I heard the Geechee in you.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
you right, Bubba. You right. 843 right downtown now on King Street, Bubba.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, I got my old lady. She just had a baby, and
Congratulations. MUSC or
thank you,
Roper?
baby.
MUSC or Roper?
MUSC, Bubba.
Okay.
Congrats, brother.
Well, we actually had to go to Roper because she had her premature, and because of how premature she was, they had to send us to MUFC.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah.
I'm glad everything
Yeah,
worked
it's all
out.
good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she doing good now, man. She breathing. She off the breathing machine. She off the heart monitor. She
that's great.
just took her to the doctor yesterday. She 9 pounds 8 ounces now. She was born 2.5.
Oh, wow. She's a big baby.
Yeah, she was born in July. She was supposed to be here till October.
July what?
She was supposed to be born. She was born July 9th.
Cancer.
Yeah.
Did you name her Charlamagne Jr.?
Yeah.
Nah. But from what I found out, Charlamagne, I actually found out we kind of family though, bruh.
Aren't we all in the low country?
boy.
Talk to me. What happened? How we connected?
My grandma's related to your mom's is what I found out.
For real? Who your grandma? Who your people is?
My family last name Liferidge.
Oh, the Liferages are my family. That's like
Yeah.
second cousins. Like they used to live by my grandma. Like my grandma.
Exactly.
Yeah. My,
Right on 17.
Right on 17. That's right.
Yep. But here's what I'm mad about.
It's family reunion over here.
Since my old lady had the baby, now she wants me. Not even wants me. I gave her a year off. She ain't got to work for a year, but she wants me to now turn over all my finances to her.
Why?
She wants me to go to work, make the money, and she sit at home and she take care of everything. And I got to come back to her and ask her for money like I'm a child after I done made the money. How that work?
I don't have a problem with that because, when your woman is usually the CEO of the house, and, I mean, if she's home, she probably is able to pay attention to the finances a little bit more better and balance the books a little bit more better because now y'all got a child.
Amen.
And it's some security. There's some security in that for her.
Unless you doing something foul and you don't want her to see. But yeah, when
Right.
your wife take care of the bills and take care of everything, the house, the CEO of the house, is life would be better, brother.
What do you mean, Beasy, security in that?
Because if he's telling her you don't got to work for a year, then that means she don't have any income. So if she don't have access to the income, you could do whatever and she could just be stuck.
Yeah, I get what you're
But
saying.
can she do the same to me if I ain't got no access? If she taking care of everything? Can she be skimming some off the side, putting it off to the side for herself?
She not doing
y'all
that.
got problems, bro.
Yeah. It's deeper than that, bro. It's deeper. Y'all need that.
Go get some boiled peanuts and call us back.
You might go some counseling or something. Y'all, it's a little deeper than that.
Yeah, man.
Well, have a good one, brother. Good luck.
All right, y'all be easy.
I wouldn't mind some boiled peanuts, by the way. It
I
ain't the
thought to
season.
bring you some, but I didn't know if they would spoil, and I want you to have a boo-boo virus.
Damn, I would love me some boiled peanuts right now.
Look like you like some nuts
We'll
right
send
now.
you some.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, Peace Breakfast Club. This is your brother Prince Creed from the 757.
Peace,
What's
King.
up, brother?
Charlamagne, peace, envy,
Peace, brother.
to the Queen, Breezy baby, peace.
Hey.
Gotta show the love to the Queen.
Thank you,
Listen,
bro.
first of all, let me just say how much I appreciate you guys when y'all giving back to the Amazon wish list, getting ahead of that depression during these holiday seasons. It's very important to be a blessing to someone. But let me tell you, my wife and I, we're feeding some families in the Hampton Roads. So we want y'all to recommend us a family who's in need. Go to my Instagram, MyLifeMatters_musical, tag the person's name. We want to be a blessing to them. Also, in Patterson, New Jersey, our home church, Ladder Glory Church. Follow them on Facebook, Ladder Glory Church. We're feeding lots of families there on Lafayette Street, 132 Lafayette Street in Patterson, New Jersey. Listen, it is a blessing to be a blessing during these stressful holiday seasons.
That's right.
The demon called depression is after us. Charlamagne, you understand? Envy, I know, man.
Yes, sir.
Listen, let's fight this, man. All right, guys? Keep
Absolutely.
up the good work.
And thank you
All right,
for
I love y'all to life, man.
thank you for
No,
showing what the church is supposed to be doing in the community. So many people talk about what the church doesn't do. So seeing the church doing good, shouting out.
Envy.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep,
brother.
It's outreach. It's outreach. All right, Envy. All right, Charlamagne.
Peace, King.
All right now. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this Aisha.
Hey, Aisha.
Aisha.
Hey, Beasy.
Hey, boo.
I was just calling to say congratulations.
Thank you, Bookie. How your Friday going?
It's going good. Getting ready for work.
All right, then. Make that money. Don't let it make you.
There you go.
All right. 843-803.
Hey.
Oh, she calling from the Met?
The Met, but I'm from Buford.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all hold it down.
Thank you. Have a
Have
good
a
day.
good one.
Thank you.
Hello, who's this?
DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, Beasy baby. Good morning.
Good morning.
OG Rob, what's up?
What's happening? How y'all feeling this morning?
It's ball time.
Better because you here.
Well, you already know what it is, how we doing on Friday. It's ball time, man. Listen, I told him, I said, I keep busy so they understand. Ball work is like chemistry, dissected in plain sight, how I'm building off the memory. Shut them down, is you kidding me? Billboards in the bright lights, event spaces to the field more. Understand what it's hitting for. OG got the remedy. That's how they talk when they mention me. Stay fresh, no jewelry. White drapes and accessories. Iced out like I signed something. On tour with the title shot. 9 to 5 on them straight stunned. Stay busy cause the call coming. Punch lines be my go-to. A couple of schemes off the wordplay. Hit the strip with the substance. Then walk them down like the runway. OG.
OG.
Oh, did it on him?
You got some balls, Envy?
I got some balls.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You ready?
Let's go, baby.
There was Charla and Leonard, Fake Morris, Uncle Snacks, about 3 Charlamagne and 1 McKelvey. We all treated fairly, but yet we still bitches be on some other shit. So that's why I'm fucking Charlotte Hill.
I'm lighting my Palo Santo. I'm lighting my Palo Santo, OG Rob. You know, I'm in my calm era. I don't let things like that bother me. Okay, I'm about my candles, my meditation, my therapy. Drop the music, Red. Drop the music. This is an ode to Andre 3000 and New Blue Sun. All right, these my bars.
Okay.
Bars. Yeah.
I felt that. I felt that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the truth.
It was a
You
spiritual
already
awakening.
know. You already know.
All right.
You already know.
My bars is better.
You already know.
My bars is better. OG Rob, you have a good weekend.
Hey, y'all too, man. Peace and blessings to y'all and family. Enjoy, brother.
Peace, OG Rob.
All right, man.
All right, later.
Oh, you just gonna hit me with you gonna pucker your mouth up like that? That's what you gonna do?
Bro, just cut it out.
I'm asking you a question.
Cut it out.
Just asking you a question.
You have embarrassed Gia enough. Stop.
Just asking you a question.
STOP. 8-sided octagon. Red. Okay? 4 letters on it. Stop. Okay?
All right. Do it again.
No.
Beasy Baby's here. We got rumors on the way. Beasy, what we talking about?
We do. We are talking about what everybody's talking about. Cassie and Diddy.
Yikes.
Damn.
It's going down.
All right, well, we'll get into the next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yeah, what's happening?
Beasy Baby is here, our guest co-host, and let's get to the rumors.
You can't be mad when people don't understand your dream. Because God didn't give them your vision. Here's Juice.
This is the Rumor Report.
If you say my name 3 times, I'm going to show up.
Beasy Baby.
Beasy baby.
Good morning.
On the Breakfast Club.
All right. We all saw it posted yesterday all over our social media pages. Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy.
Yikes.
She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking. Baby. Whew. In a statement, she said, after years in silence and darkness, I'm finally ready to tell my story. She's speaking up on behalf of herself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships. With the expiration of New York's Adult Survivors Act fast approaching, she said it then became clear it was the opportunity to either speak up about the trauma she's experienced and she'll be recovering from for the rest of her life, or just kind of remain silent. So she chose to speak up.
What are the allegations exactly?
It just says that he did a bunch of stuff, that he allegedly gave her copious amounts of drugs, leading to a painful struggle with drug and alcohol abuse, that he controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone, and that he also allegedly forced her to have sex with male sex workers while he watched.
Jesus. Male sex workers, what?
Yeah. It sounded like hired some prostitutes and then watched them,
Yikes.
do their thing.
I mean, those are some serious allegations. You know, Cassie is entitled to file her lawsuit, and Diddy is entitled to due process. That's why these situations, should play out in court and not the court of public opinion. And I know everybody wants to have the hot take on this situation, but the reality is we don't know.
No.
We don't know what's true and what's not true, so you got to let things play out. But what I will say, when you see situations like this, don't laugh or celebrate what you think is a person's downfall, or be quick to dismiss someone's claims. Just let things play out.
Yeah, it's sad. It's so many years that they were together that if this is true, to be going through something like that for that long and remain silent, and can you imagine how many other people would have seen that? Like, I'm a domestic violence survivor. So I've been in a situation where I've been, a victim of domestic violence, and so many people saw that and saw what I looked like and what I was going through, and I just had to remain silent and continue to fight silently through those things until I could get the courage up to come out of that space and really stand on my own 2 feet. And I'm not saying it happened or it didn't, but if it happened, Cassie and a lot of other women, like her, that's a long time and a lot of trauma to be going through.
What made you speak on your situation? What happened to you?
Well, I married a guy that I shouldn't have married. A lot of us get into relationships, trauma bonds, and all of that. And he had an alcohol problem, and he tried to drown me in a bathtub in front of my children. Yeah, and for a long time, I never could identify that I was a victim of domestic violence because a couple things. It makes you look weak. You feel ashamed. You don't want to tell. Like, I was always strong. I was always the one that other people called on. So, like, I don't even know what to do in this space. So it's not like a lot of people just say, why didn't you just leave? Well, if it was that easy, everybody would do it, you know?
It's interesting you said you didn't identify
as a victim.
Like, what do you think was happening?
I think I just felt like there was something that I could do to change it or something that I was doing was causing it.
Got you.
And once I realized that it didn't have nothing to do with me, it was his decision and, you know, something he had to deal with.
Right. How did you finally leave?
What
was that moment that said enough is enough?
Well, I realized that my daughters were watching me and that, you know, I had just come home from prison. I was like a year out of prison, still on parole, just moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. I was scared, but I was like, bro, I'm either going to stay in this relationship and potentially end up losing my life, open my kids up to more trauma, or, you know, I'm going to gather myself and just try.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. Beasy,
absolutely.
Baby. Sending you healing energy, sending everybody dealing with those type of situations healing energy. Like, you got to like my Palo Santo. If you find out any of this is true, though, it's just another teaching lesson. Do right by people and make sure when nobody's looking, you are who you say you are, because you cannot run from yourself or your demons.
Absolutely.
Amen. So,
we're going to stop there?
That's heavy.
All right.
So sending lots of healing energy to anybody that's going through a domestic violence situation. You're not a victim, baby. You're a survivor daily. Let's go. All
right. Well, that is your rumor report. Now, when we come back, Teslin Figaro has front page news. And then UFC champion Sean O'Malley will be joining us. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Are you someone who knows you don't have to sacrifice comfort for quality? Someone who lives large in life and in the bedroom? Then live large. Tesla, jump right into it. Botox and OnlyFans.
Yeah, Representative George Santos will not run for re-election in 2024 after the House Ethics Committee released a damning report which included OnlyFans about his conduct. Let's take a listen.
Among the new revelations, that Santos used campaign funds to pay for his personal rent, to take out cash from an ATM at a casino, to spend lavishly at designer stores, for cosmetic treatments like Botox, and on the website OnlyFans, which is known for its adult content. Santos already faces a lengthy criminal indictment. The Ethics Committee referred their findings to the DOJ, which could add to his list of charges. As he left Washington, Santos was defiant.
I think I said this very clear to you. I will take whatever comes my way the way it comes. I have no concerns.
Today, he announced he would not seek re-election, but vowed to stay in his seat, quote, up until I am allowed. But that may not be for long, as a flood of members who once said Santos deserved due process before any talk of expulsion are now ready to kick him out.
Damn. Well, what does that mean, Tez?
It means that, I mean, he continues to get caught in his lies, and he's just decided. Remember, he got caught with lying about his resume, his background. I mean, it's just been back with this guy, you know, ever since he got in office. So he's pretty much figured out that his career is pretty much over and not to run for re-election. So makes sense.
Is his career really, really over, though?
Probably not. Probably not. But that's what it is for the time being. He said he's not going to run for re-election, and so, you know, we'll see. He's getting some pushback from his own folks and his own party, so we'll see how that goes.
And I wonder if that was just a little tap, like, you know, okay, all right, we know about the Botox, the OnlyFans, and the Ferragamo, but we know about a lot more too.
Yeah,
so if you don't want more to come back, you need to fall back.
Yeah, fall back a little bit.
Right. Well, we shall see. Anything can happen in Congress.
Now let's talk about Walmart.
Yeah, deflation, they say, could be coming this holiday season. Now, the Walmart CEO, Doug McMillon, said the deflation is coming as general merchandise and key grocery items such as eggs, chicken, and seafood get cheaper, which is good. We know it's been high all year due to inflation. He said that the higher prices, especially for the pantry items, could start to deflate in the coming weeks and months. According to the American Farm Bureau Federation, Thanksgiving will be a little lighter on Americans' wallets this year. Lower turkey prices means that the average cost of dinner for 10 people will be about $61.17, down 4.5% from last year's $64.05. So went down a little bit this year. So that was some good news I wanted to give you guys as we go into Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and I want to tell everybody out there too, if you go to BJ's, Sam Clubs, or wherever you go get your grocery stores, all these grocery stores have apps. And I might be telling y'all, like, NBA already know this, but the other day I went to, not the other day, but I would say last month, I went to BJ's to get some groceries.
I bet you did.
Yo, shut up, man.
Did you eat them? Did you eat those groceries
That just sounded so crazy.
Did you eat those groceries?
Out of all the places.
Did you eat those groceries once you got a BJ?
Beasy, I went to BJ's to get my groceries, and the lady at the counter was like, "You don't have any coupons?" And I'm like, "No." And she made me download the app right there. And now every time I go to BJ's, I actually clip the groceries first.
So you got a discount on the BJ.
So last week, I actually saved $110 by clipping all the groceries for. You don't have to pay for anything. The app is free, but all you do is you scan it before you get there. You don't have to carry coupons or nothing like that. And when you get to the register, it automatically discounts you. So download these store apps because there's a lot of discounts and a lot of coupons online that'll save you a lot of money because these grocery prices are high as giraffe.
You ain't got to tell me, man. You know, I do my 10th annual turkey giveaway tomorrow in Moncks Corner, South Carolina at Berkeley High School in the student parking lot, and you know I get my turkeys from Walmart. Them turkeys have doubled in price.
Yes, it's crazy.
They have doubled in price. Like, you know, we get a large amount because, you know, we feed hundreds and hundreds of people. But yes, I was looking at the receipt yesterday like, what?
You want a coupon? You want some coupons?
We needed some. You know what I mean?
Another thing to note, Target's app, they have something where you can go in and they put a whole Thanksgiving meal together for you for $25.
I saw that.
So you can get the turkey and all the fixings for $25. And if you have SNAP benefits, you can use the SNAP benefits to get the same $25 package. Yeah.
Dope.
That's dope.
Yep.
All right. Well, happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. And Tez, happy Thanksgiving to you. We'll see you next week.
That's right. Make sure you subscribe to Teslin Figaro's podcast, the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, and follow at Teslin Figaro on all social media platforms. And see y'all tomorrow, man. Berkeley High School student parking lot, 406 West Main Street, Moncks Corner, South Carolina, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. My 10th annual turkey giveaway. You know we do a drive-through, so all you got to do is pull up. We'll put the bird in your car, and you can keep it moving, man.
All right. Now, when we come back, UFC champion Sean O'Malley will be joining us. So we're going to kick it with Sean O'Malley when we come back. You know, he's the gentleman that fights UFC with. He always has the color hair, purple, pink, yellow. But we're going to kick it with him next. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up. In the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Lauren LaRosa here. And we got a special guest in the building.
The champ is here.
UFC champion Sean O'Malley. Welcome, brother.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for allowing me to come on.
Happy to have you, brother.
Thank you.
How many Ice Spice jokes have you heard since Ice Spice came out, man?
Not too many.
Okay.
I definitely heard a few.
Yeah, people not going to play with you like that.
They're not going to say it to his face.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just not hearing it. Yeah, maybe that's what
They
it
say it
is.
from far away. Maybe on Instagram. So, of course, you're a UFC champion. So, for people that don't know, how'd you get into boxing, UFC, MMA? What made you say, I want to fight and possibly get beat up in the ring?
Well, I grew up playing team sports, football, basketball, soccer, baseball. When I was 16, I kind of wanted just, one-on-one sport. Insecure kid going into high school, wanted to get chicks. That was pretty much comes down to it.
What had you feeling insecure?
Just acne, small kid, high school stuff. Just wasn't the cool kid. wasn't the jock. Wanted to be the cool kid.
Did you get bullied or?
I didn't really feel like I got bullied. Yeah.
Because it's usually like when you talk to certain boxers or people who use their hands for a living, they always say that at some point they were getting in a lot of fights, so they decided to take that energy and actually channel it to doing it for real.
Yeah, I think for me it's I love competition. I love the competitiveness of just sports in general. And then when I went and started boxing, I was a natural. I think I was just very athletic from playing all the other sports that it just came real natural for me. So I'm from Montana. There's no real good gyms in Montana. So we'd go to the gym, we'd spar, and I was like dotting these dudes up. Just a couple practices in, I was like, just naturally felt really good. Was taking fights, knocking people out when I was 16 years old, and just got a lot of confidence from that.
Did you get the chicks though?
I was gonna say, did it help you?
It did. It did help with the chicks. A little confidence, a little swagger. It did help with the chicks.
They weren't like, oh, you're too violent.
No. I never felt. It's weird. I never felt, and I still don't. Sometimes this fight with Cheeto, it feels a little bit different, but I never really feel like it's like a
personal
or violent. I look at it as like a sport. It's like it doesn't seem just like super violent, which is weird to say or think about because it is so violent. But yeah, it's definitely like my last fight against Aljo. I just had to go out there and snipe his chin, and it didn't feel like I had to go out there and hurt him. Just wanted to, take him out.
Mm-hmm. How do
you
get
say
in
it
the UFC?
so as a matter of fact.
I know, snipe his chin.
Yeah, snipe his chin.
Just wanted to go out there and, rough him up a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like a sniper. I feel like I'm just, this thing's dangerous. Knocked a lot of people out with this right hand, and I just gotta land it on the right spot, and they'll fall.
Now, what got you in the UFC opposed to boxing? Why didn't you say, you know what, I'm a boxer, and this is where I'm gonna put some gloves on, and what say, you know what, I wanna.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Like thinking back when I was, because I remember 16, 17 years old, I just boxed and kickboxed. I didn't do any grappling.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually, before my practice, there was jiu-jitsu, and I would go, be a little early like I always am, and I would see those guys doing jiu-jitsu, and I thought it was I was like, that's a little gay. I don't like that. I don't really like that. Just not my thing. Wrestling
now you
around.
have jiu-jitsu fighters running up on you.
No. I love jiu-jitsu. My favorite sport now.
Okay.
But when I was 16, 17, I'm like, boxing, kickboxing, that's the way to go. That's the sweetest. That's sweet. Knocking people out. And then I turned 18, and I tried an MMA fight. And I had very, very, very little skills, like wrestling, jiu-jitsu. I had very little skills. But it was smaller gloves, and it was just a different feeling making that walk. Making a walk to a cage to where it felt barbaric. It felt savage.
Mm-hmm.
It felt different than boxing.
People say the money is not that great when you start off. Like it's very small, and it makes a lot of people not want to do it.
Yeah, it's tricky because the big boxing fights, the main event's making a lot of money, and everyone else is making $1,000. And in the UFC, it's like everyone in the middle is making a decent amount of money. The top guys are making quite a bit of money. That's where I'm at right now. I feel like I'm making. I'm not going to complain about how much I'm making. The UFC gave me a platform to be able to sell merch. My guy over here is rocking it. Love it, yes sir. Big brand deals. So I'm making a lot of money outside the UFC because of the platform the UFC is giving me, and I'm not going to complain about what I'm making in the UFC. I'm very happy with what I'm making. This next fight, I get pay-per-view points. So that's gonna be, that's a big deal.
What's your star power? Because I feel like when people talk about like Dana White and some of the way that he's changed like different industries, he finds like stars in the ring, and they have their like celebrity thing. Like, do you know like what is your thing?
You up there?
I think it comes down to performances. Like if I'm not knocking these dudes out like I have been, like my highlight reel is pretty fucking crazy right now. If I haven't been, it comes down to that. And then everything else on top of it, you got the hair, we got the the style, the face tattoos, the craziness of it all. It doesn't matter, and none of that matters if I'm not knocking people out. So that's what it comes down to, and that's where people are like, oh, they're just building you as a star. It's like I'm giving them stuff to work with. I'm knocking dudes out cold.
I want to go back to the insecurity thing because I find that interesting. Like physically, you're doing something that you're dominating people physically, but internally, how do you fix what was going on?
I think I just grew up, matured. 16, 17, you're just so young. Like I'm 29 now, so I feel like I'm, definitely mature. I still got a lot to work on, as everyone does, but I feel like, just going into high school, I literally was. I feel like everyone goes through it, just insecure. But I don't really feel. I mean, that's why you always see me with at least 2 of my watches on, or what does Kanye say? No, but yeah, I feel like it's always gonna be there, but. For the most part, one of the biggest lessons I've learned is to not really give a fuck what people think.
That's right.
Like I feel like I learned that growing up.
What did your family say with jumping into UFC, with it being such a violent sport?
Yeah, my mom hated it until she started seeing like more recently within the last like 3-4 years, like she's seeing like, okay, he's making money. Like we're good. My dad was always just like a fan of watching me compete because he hated the fact that when I got into high school, basketball, football started to kind of go away because I didn't really get good grades. I didn't really like going to school at all. I fucking hated school. And, boxing, kickboxing wasn't school related. So I could do that without having to get good grades. And he just wanted to see me compete. He loved going to my sports. So he just, he was down for me to go, do whatever as long as he could go and watch.
Do you remember your first fight outside of the ring?
I never really got into any scraps outside of the ring. I didn't like confrontation. I would avoid it. I would be, I'd hide if something popped off. Like
That's so ironic.
I didn't like it at all.
But
So
then
how
you get
do
in
you-
the ring and you just turn on.
I just feel like I could just access this flow state. I've learned how to kind of, get there, and then I feel like I can just show up. There's some people that have a tough time showing up, and they have an off night. I feel like I've learned how to get into the right mindset and to not have an off night.
What's that practice or that ritual? Because like
Breathing. Just follow my breath. I've learned about meditating probably 7-8 years ago. Started like with an app, waking up app. The Sam Harris neuroscientist kind of like would teach you how to meditate, start with 3 minutes a day, and then it was like a 30-day course, and then 5 minutes a day, and then 10 minutes a day, and I've stuck with that very religiously. 10 minutes in the morning. When I'm in camp, I feel like I'm a lot more dialed in. Fight camps usually for me 10 to 12 weeks of just serious discipline. But the breath is kind of how I feel like I can get into that flow state.
I love meditation. Also, that breathing in the ring helps you too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so have you ever taken a shot and then had to regroup in real time?
The hardest I've been hit, I fought Peter Yan, this little Russian. He was number 1 ranked dude. I fought him in Abu Dhabi last October. I took a hard shot. And it's weird. I don't really have very many vivid memories being in the octagon because I feel like I'm so present that I'm not even thinking, and it's hard for me. They're random vivid memories, but I remember eating that left hand, and that was kind of, that was the hardest I had been hit. But yeah, I feel like I don't have too many vivid memories being in the octagon. It's weird.
You ever get scared in that ring at all?
Not in the ring. No, like I wouldn't say scared. There's like my last fight when I fought Aljo. He was the champ, defended the belt more than anybody, considered the greatest bantamweight of all time. 6 weeks out, I had a rib injury, and I had a muscle strain in my rib, and rib injuries take forever to heal. So I literally couldn't grapple, and I'm fighting the best grappler in the division. And for 6 weeks, I couldn't grapple, and that's what I was kind of focusing on leading up the 6 weeks prior to that, about a 12-week camp. So 6 weeks, I'm grappling a lot. And then I get this injury. So for 6 weeks, I couldn't grapple. I dealt with some. I wouldn't call it fear, because I feel like win or lose, my life's good. Like as long as I don't get a serious injury, like I'll be all right. So I had some mental demons. I was battling that going into that fight. But by the time the fight came around, I accepted whatever happens. I know what I'm capable of. I know that I can put this dude's lights out. And I just trusted that, believed in myself, and went out there. And it's crazy how that fight played out. It was like a dream. I still sometimes feel like I'm going to wake up and be like, fuck, I still got to go out there and do that.
Did it help you realize you can rise above any obstacle?
Yeah, I feel like I always knew I could do that. But to go out there and, do it is different. And it, gave me a lot of confidence. But yeah.
Do you turn off immediately after leaving the ring?
You're riding a pretty crazy high after that.
If you win or just in general?
After winning. You're on a crazy high for a little bit, but I try to keep myself humble, try to ground myself a little bit. It helps. I have a 3-year-old little princess. So that helps.
As soon as you see her, you get grounded.
Yeah, that helps you just we don't gotta go to the club every weekend. Let's fucking chill out for a little bit. But that life can pull you in for sure.
You see what everybody's doing with a lot of MMA fighters going to boxing, right? Because they say boxing pays a lot more. Are you thinking about that, looking at that?
Yeah, and I think for me, obviously, there's a fat payday there, but I love it as just like the competition, the competitive aspect. Like, you saw Francis go out there and do what he did with Tyson. It was a very competitive fight. Unbelievable. And it's just that competitiveness that, I've been going back and forth with a lot of boxers in the last couple of weeks, talking shit back and forth. But, yeah, I mean, I would be willing to put it on the line and go out there and try to box these guys. I would 100% do that.
You at 135? You fight at like
135, yeah. Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia,
yeah.
These guys.
Devin
Haney. But those guys would never come into my world.
No.
And I'm like, you guys got to be careful on Twitter talking shit, because you guys got to at least say, I could beat you in a boxing match. Like, they're throwing on the word fight around. That's not their world. We fight. These guys box. Boxing is a sweet sport. I don't want to take anything from it, but it is two different things.
Yeah, I'm always amazed by the discipline of the MMA fighters when they fight boxers to get hit and just not reflect automatically kick them in the neck or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of MMA spar. We box and kickbox, spar at the gym leading up to fights. Like, we'll have specific days. Wednesday we'll kickbox. Saturday we'll MMA spar. So you kind of you do just do specific things to where you can't. But I'm sure, if you're getting your ass kicked and you can just throw up a little head kick on accident, be all right.
Boxing wise, who do you think would be somebody you could actually get in there with and do something with? Out of Devin Haney, Tank, and Ryan.
Yeah, I've truly never watched the Devin Haney fight. I know how good he is. I know how everyone says how good he is. I've never watched him fight. I watched Gervonta versus Ryan Garcia. It's a very, very high level. I just have belief in myself that I could go out there and compete with these guys, especially if I have a true camp. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I go out there and get smoked. I don't think so. I truly believe in my skill set and my preparation, that I know how to prepare for a fight and I know how to show up that night. And that's such a big deal, showing up that night. Doesn't matter if you can show up in sparring, but you got to show up that specific night at that specific time in that specific location and do your thing. And I believe I can do that better than anyone.
How much credit would you give Snoop's commentary?
Oh, huge.
From that night.
Massive.
And boosting your career.
Massive. That was, it's crazy how my career's played out, and that was like the beginning of the craziness. Like Snoop Dogg's commentating on a fight when I'm 21, 22 years old in the Contender Series, the first time they've done it, and I knocked that dude out, and he yells O'Malley about 30 times, and that was crazy. Being able to hang out with Snoop after or meet him, and he still calls me Sugar Shane, so. That's all. I mean, we're working on that.
What's the conversation with Snoop
You
after
don't like Sugar?
I'm like, hey, it's Sean, but
but it's Snoop though, so you go with it.
Yeah. I was like, just call me nephew. We'll just stay with that.
Nephew.
Call me nephew.
What was y'all conversation like after?
Holy shit! I don't even remember. I just got so high.
Oh,
like
so you spoke with him?
Yeah, we were in the trailer.
Hit this, nephew.
And they were just kept passing around. I was just like, and then I walked out of the trailer. We're just in a small trailer. And I walked out, and there's a bunch of cameras, a bunch of people around, and like I hadn't smoked probably for 3-4 weeks because I was leading up to a fight. Just got done winning, just got done crazy knockout, just got signed to the UFC. Now I'm smoking with Snoop. Then I'm walking out of this trailer. Like that felt like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. So I don't remember what we talked about at all.
You were probably trying to hang too, cause he be going.
Oh yeah. I was probably in there for like 20 minutes, and I might not have been. I could have been in there for 3 hours, actually. I don't know.
You don't even remember.
I don't remember.
So clearly UFC don't have no weed policy.
No, UFC, that's the coolest thing about the UFC too. Is not just that, but we have, for the most part, freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm.
We can say whatever we want. A lot of these NFL guys, NBA guys, like they're very restricted to what they can say, tweet, talk about, come on certain shows. So that's another thing with Dana and the UFC. It's like they're very relaxed.
Does that impact you in the ring though, as an athlete? Like, does the smoking affect you? I could be wrong. I remember Andre Ward said one time, if you've taken a drink in the last decade, you can't beat me in a fight.
I use the Volcano. You familiar with Volcano? Vaporizer device. Heats up the marijuana to the right temperature. It's supposedly, the healthiest way for you to use marijuana. So I stick to that. Every once in a while I'll smoke a joint. Pretty much stayed away from bongs and pipes. But
it's like a humidifier, basically.
It's kind of, it fills up this bag, vaporizes it, and I use that pretty much every day. But when the closer I get out to a fight, about 3-4 weeks, I'll completely stop, extra clear-headed. But as far as like the lungs, I think the vaporizer doesn't really affect me. As like a joints though, fuck me up. Yeah.
Does it help with any physical ailments?
Dude, if you hit a bag and you're real sore and you go I have a hot tub at my house, sauna, cold plunge, red light, PEMF machine. I have all these workout machines or recovery machines. You can tell you if you get like, okay, I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna go in there for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I'm just gonna stretch and do all my stuff. I think it helps you get into a way, just like relax way more than if not. So I think there's benefits there. But then sometimes you hit that bag and you go sit on the couch and you're probably not getting up for a little bit. So you just got to make sure you're like, all right, I'm going to go and do this. And just hold yourself accountable and go fucking do that. I think there's a lot of benefit in that.
You only got one loss on your record mentally.
Supposedly.
Yeah. How were you able to bounce back from that? In my eyes, it was a very, very lucky kick. He threw a kick and I pulled out and his big fucking toe. I've watched it in slow motion so many times. His big toe hit this right behind my knee, this perennial nerve, and it causes drop foot. So my foot I couldn't lift my foot. So every time I'd walk forward in the fight in the first round, my ankle would roll. I think I rolled it like 7 times within like 30 seconds. And it's hard for me to even watch that back because I just kept rolling my ankle and it wouldn't come back. And before the fight, I had both my ankles wrapped. And before I walked out, I was talking to my coach. I'm like, hey, this one's a little tight. Will you like try to loosen it up a bit? So once that nerve went away, I feel like I just couldn't get it back. And, I blitzed him through a little. I was still piecing him up with one foot. And, I threw a combo, stepped back, foot completely gave out, ended up on my back, elbowed me in the head a couple times. Fight's over. I just didn't feel like I got beat skill for skill. I didn't go in there and feel like this guy is better than me. So I don't feel like it's affected me at all ever. As like I've never felt like I've lost a fight, and now I'm rematching that dude in March, and that's fucking exciting.
You're the most humble, not humble person I've ever. I love this for you.
He wants to get
You over
back.
here
I love
talking
that.
heavy, but just real chill.
But even with that though, right? Like wanting to get back, do you tell yourself, "Oh, I want revenge"? Like you can psych yourself out and be too, overconfident.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to definitely balance that going into this fight. I personally don't feel like I'll have an issue with that. Like I'm gonna use this for the next. I mean, it's 4 months out. I'm gonna use that energy to get training camps are long. They're brutal. You find every little inch of inspiration and motivation you can find to get up, go to the next practice. I feel like I'm gonna use that. Fight week comes around. Usually my fight weeks, I'm more calm than I ever am. Like it's fight day. Like UFC's doing a crazy documentary that they're gonna put out next year, and they're following me around before the fight week in the back, like leading up to the fight, and I think it'll show on camera how calm I am in the back, and it's like because I'm constantly all day following my breath, just in a very different state of mind, and so I think I'll be able to get to that going into this fight, but I'll be able to use that energy and that get back to get me through this camp.
How'd you feel when you had to face off with him the other day?
Felt good. Felt so good.
Yeah.
Like it's happening. Because after that fight, everyone's like, ask for a rematch. And I feel like I could have been like, hey, I want that back. But I said, I want this fight when it makes the most sense. That was August 2020. August 2023, I knock out Aljo, become champ. Cheeto's on the same card as me. And I said the whole fight week, if he and I both win, that's the fight I want. That's when I want it.
Makes sense.
He goes out there, wins a boring fight, whatever. I go out there, do my thing, and here we are.
You think you was too early fighting him? Were you not ready yet?
I was better than him. I would have beat him. I was beating him before that happened. It was a lucky kick. Like I'm like, why hasn't that dude kicked anyone else's nerve yet? It happens every once in a while. Like there's thousands of leg kicks that get thrown every year, and that happens a couple times, 2-3 times a year. So I just feel like it was a really, really lucky. He threw it, he landed it. It is what it is. If he goes and does it to me again, then I'll be like, all right, I lost both fights. He did that shit on purpose.
So if you lose the second one, you'll be like, all right, you won. The
in
first
the same
one
fashion.
With the toe to the nerve.
Toe to the nerve. He beats me in a different way. He's only one up, but I just don't see this guy beating me.
Now, how long do you let your body recover? So after you fight, because I notice in a lot of MMAs they fight often.
Yeah.
So how long? How do you let your body recover? How much time do you take off?
Yeah, it depends on each fight. For me, a month or so. Kind of just it depends. Like I broke my foot in one fight, snapped the top of it. Had a Liz Frank surgery. Was out for 2 years, and like it was that one fucked me up real bad. But it just depends how the fight goes. Like I wasn't too banged up last fight, but I had some lingering injuries from training camp. The sparring and leading up to fights is where a lot of the damage comes from, and then the fight itself. Yeah, usually you're real sore for a few days.
How crazy y'all getting in camp? Because I mean,
it's just a lot of training. You're training twice a day. I feel like over the years, I started when I was I started fighting when I was 16, but started doing real training camps when I was like 18, 19 when I moved to Phoenix. I'm 29 now, so I feel like I've had a long time to kind of learn from each training camp. To where I've learned that sometimes less is more. It takes confidence to take a day off. It takes, you're gonna, because in your head you're like, I gotta hit this session as hard as I can. I gotta hit this next session as hard as I can. I gotta hit this next session as hard as I can. And you're not really recovering. You're not really getting the benefits from the first workout. So I feel like I've learned a lot. Diet, nutrition. I've got a nutritionist. I'm checking my blood samples, my saliva, stool, everything, and he's having perfect nutrition diet plans for me. I'm following that. And then, some days I will take a day off when I feel like I really need to, or I think some fighters aren't there yet.
Man, what you just said is how I be feeling about just a lot of things in life. It takes confidence to take a day off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it takes confidence to show up someplace late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it feels like you if you're taking a day off, that means you're comfortable with where you are. And you should never really get comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially
different in your business because your body has to. You got to
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Body's got to recover, else that's where you're risking injury. I think that it's funny. I think that it takes confidence to take a day off. I think that was actually Cheeto's coach that said that I heard that from, which is kind of funny. But yeah, that one stuck with me. I heard that a long time ago. And I'm like, it really, really does take, because I see guys at the highest level still will train hard Monday, hard Tuesday, hard Wednesday, to where I'm like, I don't know if that's, and I think everyone's different too. Everyone has different, injury prone or whatever. But for me, I feel like I've benefited so much from learning that. Like, just it's okay. And when taking a day off, I'm not talking about sitting on the couch all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm talking about hitting some good stretching, hitting the cold plunge, hot tub. You know, taking the day as a recovery day.
Do you have any rituals?
I think I would consider the cold plunge a ritual.
Okay.
Like in camp, it's like every night. It's like I'm gonna do the cold plunge. And it's something you don't want to do.
Do you ever start looking forward to that?
The cold plunge?
Yes.
Very, very, very rarely. Like if I'm super fucking sore, I don't even know if you'd call it looking forward to it. Those cold plunges are a motherfucker.
How long you staying there for?
I did 3 minutes for the longest time. This last camp, I was just doing 2 minutes at night. I don't know why. I feel like kind of a pussy for switching it up, and it fucked with me for a while. But I'm like sometimes I'll do 3, but for the most part, I was just doing 2 minutes. And I'm like, God, why am I being such a bitch? But hey, I still won, so I'm like, okay, that was okay.
Do you meditate in the cold plunge?
Yeah, you gotta. I feel like if you aren't in your breath, which can be considered meditate, just following your breath, the cold plunge is way harder.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in there and thinking, fuck, I need to get out, how much time's left, fuck, like it's way harder than if you follow your breath and get into a nice relaxed parasympathetic breath and just flowing with it. It makes it a lot easier. Still
you got
sucks.
So much under control.
I feel like I just learned a lot from wanting to be the best fighter of all time. Like I knew I have to cross off so many different skills to become what I want to become, and I feel like I just learned a lot doing that.
Do you feel like you're there now? Because people throwing shots at you like you are.
No, I feel like mentally, I feel like I just have a ton to work on. You know, especially with becoming more popular, making more money. It's like that's a whole nother mind game that I got to learn how to deal with. I feel like I'm doing a good job with it, but could always be better.
Having success is one thing. Maintaining it is another.
100%. Yeah, getting there's
hard,
but staying up there's harder. So. I feel like I'm definitely the champ. I knocked out the greatest bantamweight of all time, but I got to defend the belt. That's where I feel like. Cause I don't feel like I'm walking around like I'm the fucking man. I'm the champ. I kind of am in a sense to where you got to a little bit. I have to have your swag, but I still don't feel like I'm there yet. Right. Like Conor and Floyd, those pay-per-views those guys do. You look at the top 10 pay-per-views. That's what I want. I think this next fight will be a big pay-per-view. I think it'll be huge, but the next one after that, like I'm chasing. I want to chase these guys. Pay-per-views are hard to sell nowadays with the illegal streams and stuff. It's a different game. So I think it's a lot harder to get that million buys.
You putting a lot of pressure on yourself with the Conor Floyd, though. 'Cause, I mean, that was a big crossover event. Floyd Mayweather's a huge boxing pay-per-view star. You probably would have to look at the top UFC pay-per-views. That should be your goal, right?
Yeah.
Crossing over though.
Yeah, I think I guess I didn't mean it as. I just look at pay-per-views in general, just combat sports pay-per-views. Like, Floyd and I think Floyd and Manny just did an insane. Floyd Conor did crazy. Conor Habib was like 2.4. Like, those numbers are what I want to go after. And I'm not. Yeah, I get a lot of hate saying I want to do that, and they're like, "You want to be Conor?" I'm like, well, kind of. Like, I want to sell those pay-per-views, but it's funny how much hate you get wanting to chase like crazy goals. Like if my goal is like I want to sell 500,000 pay-per-views, no one will talk shit. I'm like, oh, you could probably do that. It's like, no, I want to sell 1 million. I want to sell 1.5 million. Like I want to be, I want to be up there. And I get a lot of hate. I've been saying that since 2017 when I was in the Contender Series. I was saying I want to be a pay-per-view star before I was even in the UFC. In doing the interviews to get into the Contender Series, I was saying that. And it's funny how it's all kind of played out to where it's like, I told you, motherfuckers.
It's shaping her. I mean, because they all come from the Dana White wheelhouse, right? Like that stardom, but also the talent. Do you lean into like when people are calling you out, like the Shakir Stevensons, and like, do you lean into that stuff? Because Floyd, he kind of leans in and plays with that a bit. Yeah,
I think for certain audiences, you're the heel, or you're the good guy. Like, but we've been talking a lot of back and forth with just me in general and boxers, all those boxers. But yeah, I think it's. Plant the seed. One of those guys are going to be, could be maybe not the next Floyd. Will there ever be another Floyd? Probably not. But, one of those guys, planting the seed. One of those guys could be the big guy someday. Gotcha. Gervonta will never be the big guy, but you know what I mean.
A little shot. A little shot.
Yeah.
Who do you consider to be the best pound for pound in your sport?
Even though Volk's coming off that loss over Islam, a short notice fight, risky. I personally would never do that. But it's kind of hard. Him or Islam. Islam obviously just knocked him out. But I still think Volk's a dangerous motherfucker. So Volk or Islam, I'd say are both top pound for pound right now.
Word.
We appreciate you for joining us.
Absolutely.
UFC champion Sean O'Malley. You ever just feel like just want to punch one person just because they bother you, or
just Cheeto? Literally, the only person that I would like to just smack is Cheeto. Other than that, I'm not a violent person.
Don't make it personal, Sean.
Oh.
Keep it business when you get in there with him.
Because after you smack him, then what?
I heard Logan
Smack
Paul
him
say
again?
that about
Dildo Dennis. Yeah.
But it was real what he said. He was like, I wanted him I wanted to hurt him personally so bad I had to calm it down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I truly don't think it's going to affect me in the fight. Like, I just want to hurt this guy because I know the best me that shows up is calm. And I've done it every single UFC fight. I never felt like I wanted to do a fight and couldn't get that. And I don't think this will be any different, but, very excited to get that back.
All right. Well, it's Sean O'Malley. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
You can't be mad when people don't understand your dream. Because God didn't give them your vision. Here's Juice.
This is the Rumor Report.
If you say my name 3 times, I'm going to show up. Beasy, baby.
Beasy, baby.
Beasy, baby.
Good morning.
On the Breakfast Club.
So early in the show, we talked about the fact that Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York against Diddy yesterday, claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking. If you missed it, here's what you missed.
Also tonight, music mogul Sean Diddy Combs accused of sex trafficking and sexual assault in a lawsuit filed in federal court here in New York. Chloe Malas is here. Chloe, what more do we know about this?
Lester, the lawsuit filed by Cassandra Ventura, known by her stage name Cassie, met Combs when she was 19 years old. She was later signed to Combs' record label, and the pair had been romantically involved. Ventura alleges that Combs not only raped her, but over the course of a decade, physically abused her, as well as, quote, lured her into a drug-fueled lifestyle. Ventura says that after years in silence and darkness, she's finally ready to tell her story. Now, Combs' lawyer said in a statement in part that his client vehemently denies the allegations, calling them baseless and outrageous, and that Ventura has been demanding $30 million, threatening to write a book about their relationship.
Yeah. So she claims she did try to leave several times, but Diddy would always send his team to find her, track her down, bring her back under the basis that her career would be ruined if she left. And then one of the times she left, she actually had a brief relationship with Kid Cudi. When Diddy found out, he allegedly beat her, threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car. The filing then says shortly after Diddy's threat, Kid Cudi's car actually blew up, and Kid Cudi confirmed it.
Wow. Kid Cudi confirmed it?
That the car blew up.
That really happens in real life? He'll be blowing up cars?
Kid Cudi didn't say Diddy did it. He just said it blew up.
Yeah, he said the car blew up in his driveway.
Well, that's a hell of a coincidence.
Yeah, it is.
Jesus
Definitely
Christ.
coincidental. She also accused Diddy of dangling one of her friends over a balcony on the 17th floor of a hotel, and claimed when she tried to leave him in 2017. Yeah. She claimed when she tried to leave Diddy in 2017, he forced himself into her apartment and raped her.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Yeah, a lot going on with this, man.
So is there proof to any of these accusations from either side? Because she's saying all those things, but then he's saying basically she was trying to extort him, right?
Yeah, he's saying that they had some type of conversations prior to this lawsuit where she was asking for money. He allegedly offered her like 8 figures. She said, I don't want that. And now you got the lawsuit pending.
Because she was trying to write a book or something like that?
Yeah. But we've also heard that there's some secret lawsuit going on in New York City as it relates to Diddy, too. I don't know if that...
I think that one's criminal, I believe. I
So-
believe that one's criminal.
We'll see what happens here.
That's all you can do, man. Like I said earlier, I know everybody wants to have the hot take on this situation, but the reality is we don't know what's what, so you got to let things play out.
Now, a little while ago, when Diddy and Misa's son got caught up with that DUI situation, Misa had actually posted on social media, everyone has to sit around for years and act like there isn't anything wrong with you. This is where the buck stops for me. Seems like she's referencing Diddy here. The statement, a fish rots from the head down, means that in addition to being a major contributing factor in a family or organization's success, leadership is also the root cause of its failure and demise. The truth shall set you free. I'm not protecting no one anymore, just my son.
Yeah, Yeah, I get it, but that situation probably don't have nothing to do with this situation.
It doesn't have to connect. That could just be about her son.
People love to do that when these situations happen. They like to grab all of these pieces and try to put these puzzles together that don't even go together.
The crazy thing with Diddy is he's done so much radio, TV, so they'll find every little thing that they think connects and they'll say it connects.
Yeah, so I mean, we don't.
Social media investigators.
Nobody knows whether it happened or it didn't happen.
Correct.
It's a lawsuit, so this will all play out in a court of law, and we'll see what happens.
Diddy should have gave Cassie her publishing back first. That's what it seemed like. Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Did you also hear about Snoop Dogg? Looks like he's giving up smoking.
Oh, woo, my God.
Nah, not that.
Like, damn. Like, but what the heck? Snoop, too? Like, no, man.
Snoop is releasing some things. He ain't catching nothing.
Okay. Gosh.
But do you believe it? He said, he posted that he's going to be giving up smoke. And he asked us to respect his privacy, which we are not doing. But many people are saying, is he giving up smoking, marijuana? Or is this some sort of publicity stunt?
I don't think Snoop is giving up smoke. I bet you it's something like Snoop has to go to Dubai to do a performance and he has to give up smoke for a weekend or something like that. I can't see Snoop giving up marijuana.
I've been seeing all of these reports lately that daily use of marijuana smoking raises risk of heart disease and raises risk of strokes and other cardiovascular diseases. So maybe brothers is getting up in age, sisters is getting up in age, maybe, they are falling back. It also increases your heart rate and your blood pressure, right? We all trying to keep our blood pressure down.
Yeah.
I was sitting in here yesterday. I got my phone call. I'm like, hold on, that's my doctor. Hold on. Hello? What's happening? We was retaping something.
He was so excited,
I'm like, hello?
too.
That's right. You know why?
He was like, yes!
Because the doctor said, your cholesterol has gone down. Your cholesterol is good. My LDL cholesterol, too. Those are the kind of conversations we having at 45, people. I'm 45 years old. I ain't one of these people out here lying about their age. I was born in 1978. Those are the type of phone calls we get that make me feel good. So maybe Snoop, how old is Snoop? 50-something?
I think 51.
He got to be in his 50s.
Maybe he's falling back from the smoke because of those reasons.
But this ain't even the same smoke, though. Like the smoke I was smoking in 98 and early 2000s, not the same. I lit up in Vegas a couple years ago, and I Googled at the dinner table, can you die from weed? This ain't the same thing. This is different.
What was the answer?
It was no, but I still felt like I was slowly dying.
It gives me. I mean, I've always gotten anxiety attacks from smoking marijuana, but all this new strains, everything they got now.
It's a no for me.
I will do me some edibles. I will do me a 10 milligram of some indica.
Edibles be worse.
Not for me.
You
know your
can't
dosage.
control it. Oh, okay.
You know your dosage. I do 10 milligrams. I'm good. And I like the blends. I like the 5% CBD, 5% THC. I can do that. Take a little edge off my anxiety. Be in the house, sleep. Good. Good.
Right. Well, that is your rumor report. Now, Charlamagne, who you giving that down to?
Before after the hour, man, there's a young woman named, what is this woman's name? Charissa Thompson. Okay, she is a liar, and she needs to come to the front of the congregation. We would like to have a word with her. I do not like media personalities who just lie for no reason. We will discuss.
You must hate a lot of them, but we'll get into it next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This don't be a donkey, because right now you want some real donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit me with the heat.
Did she get donkey today? Please tell me.
Absolutely.
I have become donkey of the day.
It's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
You're a donkey.
Damn, lighter don't work.
Be
Can't
more
light
gentle.
my
You were so rough with it.
Man, shut up.
I'm talking about the lighter.
Stop talking to me. Donkey of the Day for Friday, November 17th goes to Charissa Thompson. Okay, Charissa is a host for Fox Sports, Fox NFL Kickoff, and Amazon Studio coverage for Thursday Night Football. But she used to be an NFL sideline reporter, and this is why I get pissed off. Now, she was on the most recent edition of Pardon My Take when she revealed to host Dan Katz and PFT commentator that she would just make up her reports. I said when she used to be an NFL sideline reporter, she admitted she would just make up her reports. If a coach had come out of the locker room late or had been withholding information, she would just make stuff up. Do you understand what I said? This woman was literally on the NFL sidelines just making up stuff. Okay, if a coach withheld information or came out of the locker room late, let's listen to her explain this bull stuff, BET Edit.
And I've said this before, so I haven't been fired for saying it, but I'll say it again. I would make up the report sometimes because A, the coach wouldn't come out at halftime, or it was too late. And I was like, I didn't want to screw up the report. So I was like, I'm just going to make this up because first of all, no coach is going to get mad if I say, hey, we need to stop hurting ourselves. We need to be better on third down. We need to stop turning the ball
Pressure
over.
the quarterback.
We need, exactly, and do a better job of getting off the field.
Play that again. Play it one more time, Red. One more time.
And I've said this before, so I haven't been fired for saying it, but I'll say it again. I would make up the report sometimes because A, the coach wouldn't come out at halftime, or it was too late, and I was like, I didn't want to screw up the report, so I was like, I'm just going to make this up because first of all, no coach is going to get mad if I say, hey, we need to stop hurting ourselves. We need to be better on third down. We need to stop turning the ball
Pressure
over.
the quarterback.
We need, exactly, and do a better job of getting off the field.
I need Andre's flutes right now. I haven't been fired for saying it. That's why she keeps saying it. No consequences for her actions. That's the problem. Proof that nobody cares about the truth and the lie is more entertaining. Nothing matters anymore. This isn't some random person on YouTube. This isn't some random person on a podcast just chatting, trying to get their engagement up. This is a human who has an extensive, long TV career. I was looking at her resume this morning. She's worked every damn place. She worked at ESPN. She worked for the Big Ten Network, and she was the sideline reporter for the NFL on Fox. That is where she told all her lies, and for whatever reason, she thought that was okay. I am terrified of this era that we are currently in because everybody lying and folks are just lying for the sake of content. There used to be a time when rumors, gossip was at least rooted in something. It was at least vetted. I used to work for Wendy Williams, okay? I'm telling you right now. Believe it or not, Wendy didn't make up stuff. Even if she was wrong about some gossip she reported, it came from something. She wouldn't just make up that you were spotted at a gay club scene making out with some dude. I've seen stories like that come across her desk, and she wouldn't report them if she didn't trust the source. All right? I remember, true story, when MediaTakeout.com first launched, and Wendy was on vacation for the week, and I was like doing the show by myself, like hosting the Best Of show, and Media Takeout would be sending in these stories. I didn't know any better, so I was reading them. Wendy called me, asked me where I was getting this stuff. I told her, and she told me, stop, because we don't know the source. I'm saying all that to say, someone who is considered a messy gossip personality like Wendy had some form of ethics and integrity. I know, it's people out there who disagree, but I'm telling you, go back and look at her track record. A lot of the stuff she was gossiping about back then turned out to be true. Sidebar. This week in the media has really been like Wendy Williams' greatest hits, by the way. Really. A lot of these rumors that have been circulating this week, she started first. Whether it was the Dwayne Martin, Will Smith, what Kiki Mama said about Usher, the Diddy stuff with the male prostitutes, not saying any of that is true, just saying Wendy said a lot of that first. Okay? Dropping the clues bombs for Wendy Williams. All right? For whatever. Truthfully, I need to talk to some OGs in the industry, people who've been around a long time, because I don't know if the media has always been like this or if this is new. I know journalists like Brian Williams have been caught lying, but how normal is this? Personally, I don't think it should be normal at all, because most journalists and personalities understand that you have to have some form of integrity. You want to be a trusted voice, not just in the industry you're in, but amongst the people you're talking to. Why would a coach or anyone want to talk to Carissa now knowing she's a liar? Why, as a viewer or a listener, would I want to hear from her if I know she's lying? Listen to the next generation of media personalities out there. Listen to the now generation of media personalities out there. Listen, this is not normal or ethical. Play it again one time, Red. Just one more time.
And I've said this before, so I haven't been fired for saying it, but I'll say it again. I would make up the report sometimes because A, the coach wouldn't come out at halftime, or it was too late, and I was like, I didn't want to screw up the report, so I was like, I'm just going to make this up because first of all, no coach is going to get mad if I say, hey, we need to stop hurting ourselves. We need to be better on third down. We need to stop turning the ball
Pressure
over.
the quarterback.
We need, exactly, and do a better job of getting off the field.
She don't think it's wrong because she's never been fired for it. So she speaks about these things, and there's no consequences or repercussions to it. So she just keeps talking about it like it's okay. Listen, if you want to lose all trust and credibility, then keep lying. Keep making up stuff. It may get you some fleeting momentum for the moment, but it will not be long-term motion. I promise you, they will be discussing you like you had a spark when you started, but now you're just garbage. But on a complete other note, people will sue you for lying. Okay, people will sue you for lying on them, and they should. Do you have the money to fight those kinds of problems? Do you have the money to lose for those kinds of problems? If so, keep lying. And if you're gonna lie, be like me and tell everybody you lying. I tell y'all when I'm lying, even though I know you're gonna believe me anyway. A person who is honest about lying to you is a person you can trust. But they have to tell you they are lying before they lie to you, not after, like you did, Carissa. Please let Remy Ma give Carissa Thompson the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Maybe I missed it, but why did she tell everybody she lied?
Chatting on the damn podcast.
Oh.
We all over chat on podcast. Like, yes, why? Why? And she said that she keeps saying, play it one more time, Red. Just one more time.
I've said this before, so I haven't been fired for saying it, but
Now
I'll say it
stop right
again.
there. Stop
I would
right
make
there.
up.
That's the problem. There's no consequences and repercussions for the lies people be telling. That's why I be glad when I be seeing people getting sued. That's it. Simple as that. Because they don't have no consequences. She said she's never been fired. So therefore, being that she's never been fired for telling everybody she's lying, she thinks it's okay.
And it's almost like she's dancing in the face of it because she said, I said this before, didn't get fired. I'm going to say it again.
Well, I think this time she might have shaken the hornet's nest a little too much.
Damn it,
because people on her ass about this.
She'd have been better off just getting on the camera and saying, I don't know what the hell's going on. No one told me anything.
That's right.
Let's play football.
That's right.
All right.
And by the way, why can't you just say no comment? Like if a coach comes out the locker room and doesn't speak to you, just say that. I tried to talk to the coach. The coach didn't want to talk to me. That is a story within itself.
Yeah.
Fine. Keep it moving. Or the coach said no comment. Why can't you just report that? Like, why you got to make something up?
All right, well, thank you for that donkey today. BET, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace, BET. Or we'll see y'all no.
Man, we see y'all in a week.
In a week, yeah.
Next week is Thanksgiving.
Next week is Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
we'll see you in a week, BET. Salute. Everybody else.
I'm going to kick it with Big Unc. I'm going with Steve. Me and Steve Harvey going to be together.
Okay.
I'm going to hang out with Steve Harvey.
That's what
in
it is.
Dubai. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to be home, guys.
Well,
making turkey.
That's beautiful too.
That is.
I'm eating turkey in the desert.
All right.
Steve Harvey in Dubai. Yeah.
When we come back,
I said that.
I'm going to paste myself in the picture.
E40 will be joining us, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
The legendary
E40.
What's happening?
Welcome back.
Right on.
Man, you know what I be wondering, E40, do you cook for Thanksgiving or do you let somebody else do it?
My mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my wife, and my son, the Iron Skillet Master.
So you take the break on Thanksgiving?
On Thanksgiving, I take the break.
Why?
I provide all of the beverages.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Well, why do you take a back seat on Thanksgiving?
They cook better than me, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I go crazy, but you know when it comes to Thanksgiving foods, like dressing and my mother-in-law make these them the yams over at Ruth Chris.
Yeah.
The sweet potato casserole
With the marshmallow in it?
She do better than it has, what is it, walnuts? Is it walnuts on there, pecan? She do it better than that. Like she do it better than the Ruth Chris sweet potato casserole.
Damn.
Yeah, so stuff like that. Wifey do potato salad and all that and chicken spaghettis and not your normal chicken spaghetti too. We'll talk about all that. But
I'm hungry right now talking about all this.
because you think it's red sauce, but it's not.
It's not red sauce?
Nah.
You can't give out the secret ingredient?
I can't. Because I'm a co-pack it.
Okay,
It's
okay.
already in motion like the ocean.
Okay.
Jesus, that
Dang.
we
Going
got
with the spoon.
We got Going with the Spoon, the book. You and Snoop are on the cover. So you and Snoop did this together. Can Snoop cook?
Snoop can cook. He got his little, his little ooh-ickles.
What does he cook?
I think he like to do fried chicken and stuff like that, I'm just all over the place like space with mine. I'm liable to do, some orange roughy or something with some pan-seared orange roughy with some almonds and some butter and some white wines.
I saw you do the other day. I saw you do a mozzarella stuffed turkey meatloaf.
Yeah, it go crazy.
I don't even eat cheese, but I'm like, man, I would have to taste some of that.
It's delicious, brother. Yes.
Where do you even come up
Where
with these
you get these
combinations?
recipes and ideas from?
Just being greedy. Just being greedy straight up. I've been cooking for many moons. I used to work at this restaurant in Benicia, California, called the Commandant's Restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I started off working this when I was a teenager. Started off working in the kitchen, washing dishes in the pantry. Next thing you know, a guy by the name of Lewis, he was the main chef there. And this place was to me, it was like a Michelin star restaurant. A lot of rich people go there, but they wasn't giving out Michelin stars at that time. But if they was, that definitely would have been it because dude taught me how to make orange. I told you about orange roughy, chicken cordon bleu, escargot. You understand me? London broil. Just all kind of just elegant stuff. And so, but you know, along with Magazine Street, you know, I top ramen noodles with eggs and stuff like that. You understand me? I just go crazy. I just do what I feel tastes best. You know what I'm saying? I love making oxtails and a power pressure cooker, oxtails, short ribs, gumbo, things of that nature.
So this is interesting because, you know, I've wondered because I love watching you. I've been telling you this for years. I love watching you on Instagram and seeing you cook. So your family, you come from a family of cooks and you worked in a restaurant.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Are you surprised with the receptiveness that you get from the cooking? Because I almost seem like I see more people loving more the cooking than some of the music at times.
Hey, you know, people love music, but they love food more than music, I think, period. Don't you think so? When you wake up in the morning, you trying to hear music or you want to eat?
Kind of both. You know what I'm
you
saying?
Feel me?
Yeah, they kind of go hand in hand a little bit.
So, you know, I told in 2014, I had got a power pressure cooker. So that's when I started making all the meals and stuff like that. And then, you know what I'm saying, me and B Legit got a song where B Legit said the goon with the spoon, you know what I'm saying? And we said it on a couple of songs and whatnot. And I was like, you know what? I start hashtagging goon with the spoon. And then I told my boy Cousin Feek to have his guy go make the logo. So he went and made the logo. And so I feel like, you know how you got McDonald's and you got Arby's and you got Jack in the Box and so on and so forth. You know, those logos, they subliminally in your head. That's what I wanted to do when I got the vector. I put the vector on every post that I did when I did the cooking. So you would always see Goon with the Spoon down at the bottom right-hand corner. And so I knew what I was doing because I knew I was finna go into co-packing. So now the Goon with the Spoon is just not just me just on Instagram. It's a brand. Like I co-pack. Like I got Goon with the Spoon ice cream, 6 different flavors. I got Goon with the Spoon sausages, chicken teriyaki, pineapple, Philly chicken cheesesteak, and mild beef and hot beef. I got Goon with the Spoon burritos, you understand me? And many more to come. So now we got the book. And Snoop Dogg was like, he say, nephew, come on, man, listen. Well, Unc, he called everybody his nephew, but Unc, man, let's go, let's do something, man. Because he was already he already got his own book. It's a bestseller too, and so he had the outlet, and I was like, it's only right. I don't have no pride problem. That's the problem with people. They got pride. They, what I'm saying, put your pride to the side. You know what I mean? I'm like, what better person to let, what I'm saying, put it out on the platform. It's everywhere now, so it's out now.
That's right.
The Goon with the Spoon.
And Goon with the Spoon, you weren't, Be Legit wasn't talking about cooking.
It's a double entendre.
What is a good way to turn a so-called negative into a positive?
That's right.
So check games. So I feel like, you know how when you play basketball, a lot of people say for instance, we got when we got McCaffrey on our team, the 49ers. My cousin, a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Smart man.
Yeah, he was
horrible man.
Oh, for real? You think so? And he was like, we talk big Bronco to each other, and I ain't talking about Denver Broncos. That's just a phrase I said. And he was like, I ain't gonna lie, McCaffrey a dog, right? So that the dog is not a dog in a bad way. It's like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like being a beast. So, why I can't be a goon with a spoon cooking?
That's right.
Yeah. So
that's right.
Now you did mention basketball. Can we talk Warriors a little bit?
You want to talk Warriors?
Draymond Green just grabbed the poor light-skinned brother out his shoes, man.
What you want me to say? What you want? You talking to me? I'm not finna go against Draymond. First and foremost, he's sharper than a porcupine spine.
That's right.
And he observes everything. And most of the time when he say rewind the tape,
yes, sir.
When they call some bad stuff on him, he right most of the time. So I'm just rocking with Draymond because when he react on something, I take his opinion. I know I'm rocking with Draymond. Most of the time he's real.
He's holding down his team, and he should.
That is my favorite NBA player.
He ain't let nobody do nothing to none of his team.
That's right, especially Clay and stuff.
Absolutely.
And you don't win championships without a Draymond Green type player.
A tough player,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Protected.
Because was Rodman was a fool with it, huh?
Was he?
Rodman was a fool with it.
He was a fool with it.
Rodman, Charles Oakley, yeah.
Yeah, they was with it.
You need enforcers.
The Pistons back they were fools with it.
Absolutely.
Now there was an incident that happened in Sacramento when you were out at the playoff game. What happened during that time?
Man, I was just being me, man. I was just sitting courtside like I always do. I just so happened to go to Sacramento. I just did a successful bottle signing at Total Wine with all my liquor brands. Line was wrapped around the building. I know Sacramento loved me dearly. And just a heckler in the background and, you know, just was drunk or whatever. And I just was like, oh, told me to sit down. What? I'm at the basketball. I'm front row. You like behind me, like 3 rows up or whatever. You can't tell. You new to this. I've been doing this since Moby Dick was a goldfish, you dig?
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, she told me to sit down again. And I looked back, and I didn't cuss her out or nothing. I said, hey. And next thing you know, the security came in. We just put it this way, man. We got it straight because I know that Sacramento loves me. I know Sacramento King fans love me. And the owner got big love for me. Matter of fact, I'll be at the Gold One Center, December? December. Got a big show there. So they own that building. So we rocking.
Okay.
I know you're here to talk about your 27th solo album, Rule of Thumb, but, you know, we can't look.
Way more than that. I don't know why they keep putting 27.
It's not 20. How many is it?
It's more than that. About 30 something.
Damn.
Jesus.
Because you got to put my EPs up in that thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my solo EPs. Mr. Flamboyant came out in 1989.
Do you count the compilations too? Like,
no compilation. I ain't even counting the compilations or the albums with the click.
Damn.
None of that. Yeah.
Mm.
I've been doing this shit since Kermit the Frog was a pollywog.
But you know, a couple weeks ago, November 9th, 1993, Federal album dropped.
It really was 1992. We used to put it
92?
up a year because we was in when you talk about independent, we was the real independent.
Okay.
Like, you understand me? I'm talking about using City Hall Records as our main hub and Music People. We didn't have a big distribution deal, you know, until like 94 when Jive Records and every label that did rap music, they had a big bidding war on me.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted me, Stick With It Records. They wanted us, you know. And I went ahead and went with Jive. But nah, they put we used to always put it up a year because it would take some time to get to other states. And when it did get to other states, we wanted it to soak in. We didn't want them to think the album or the EP is old. That was just our method. My Uncle St. Charles, I'm sure y'all heard me speak of Uncle St. Charles. That's my mother's brother, blood. So, you know, everybody say Uncle this, Uncle that. That's my bloodline. And he, you know, helped, you know what I'm saying, the boy Master P and many of us, you know what I mean, from the beginning, because Master P used to be out there with us in the Bay Area in Richmond, California. So PC and how I was doing it, he was doing his thing too, but he wasn't doing it on the level that he was doing it once he got to with St. Charles, and then he just took it to big heights.
So
and that's my brother right now to this day.
So it's been 31 years since Federal then. Not 30.
Yeah, 1992.
Damn.
That's when he came in.
Damn. What does your mind go when you think about that?
It was gonna start off as an EP because that's what we was doing when you do solo stuff back then. It was, and I just had too much gas, and I was like, man, let me just go on and add some more songs to make it an album, and that's the mind frame. I had a lot to say, being fresh from the soil, and way ahead of my time.
Do you remember the impact it had?
Yeah, woke the game up.
Yeah,
I'm the dopest, bro. Only suckers and clowns can't see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm above. I'm beyond what they think. You know, you go back and listen to all my old stuff. You listen to my new slaps right now. Rule of thumb, you understand. I'm the epitome of mob music. I've been in every era, from the, you understand me, the black fist in the air with the, you know, with the African medallion in the late '80s, to, you understand, to the mob music era, to the G-Funk, to the South music with Cash Money and A-Bar and MJG and all these cats, you understand me? Master P, I'm the hyphy movement. I'm just everything all in one.
You think with them celebrating 50 years of hip hop, they celebrated you the right way?
Yeah, I was part of a lot of it. I was part of all. They invited me to pretty much everything.
You think they celebrated the Beta right way?
I think they reached out to me and Short was there.
Yeah.
And they reached out to you know, Hammer. Hammer already said he you know, a lot of them reached out to him. People didn't know that, but you know, Hammer chose to do what Hammer do. He the OG. I got nothing but love for him. You know, Hammer wasn't even tripping. I don't know why, but I didn't ask him. But that's my big bro.
You know what's interesting when you say about how you've been able to transcend through every genre? It's because your flow and rhymes have always been so unorthodox. They don't fit a time period anyway.
Absolutely. It's no time limit. That's real, bro.
And nobody could bite it.
Nobody. I don't even know what I'm going to do when I get in a vocal booth. I don't know what pattern I'm going to do. I don't know none of that. I just do it. I'm a professional beat picker, and I know I'm ahead of my time. You know, because I like to do things that's innovating. I like to do what everybody else don't. Even my slaps, I like them to be up-tempo. I like them to be slow. I do it all. So I love to talk about, the hard times, the struggle, climb up the ladder, trying to climb up the ladder and climb up and get over the fence of the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we all work hard for, is to, provide our family with, with a better life.
Mm-hmm. What's the difference between E40 that did federal and E40 that did rule of thumb?
The difference between E40 that did federal and the E40 that did rule of thumb is now the things I would have said back then, I think things out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like back then, I was just a young, hard-headed, mannish little dude. You know what I'm saying? Just spitting what I spit. Now, I'm more of a teacher. Mm-hmm. And when I did talk about like trigger play and sliding and you know what I'm saying, and all that whole spinning the block and all that stuff, it was never like
glorifying it.
It was never glorifying. I'm a storyteller. I'm a poet. I got a verbal paintbrush. I paint pictures with my lyrics. So that's one thing I've always did. And I talk about the consequences and repercussions about the situation. A lot of cats don't. You know what I mean? If you do this could happen. You can lose a loved one. They go take it out on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? This is how this thing goes. I spit all that. So.
We had Coco Jones up here one time, and she was talking about one of the first times she ran into you. Do you remember?
I don't remember, bro.
All right. Well,
I don't. I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember. And I wasn't drunk. She said at the Rock Nation, right?
Rock Nation brunch. She said she walked up to you and she just started rapping, busting around.
Disrespectful. I just don't remember that, bro. Cause I seen her saying something about what did she say? She said I said shorty. Was it shorty? That ain't even in my vocabulary.
That's too basic for
that's
40.
too basic for 40 water. That ain't in my. You know what I'm saying? I say something way slicker than that. So maybe she was just, I don't know. Maybe she thought I was somebody else. I don't know. Cause me and Busta, we rap different. We two of the most creative rappers on earth, and maybe she thought that or something. But we don't look alike or nothing. But that's my guy. But I don't recall that. Mm-hmm. But hey, it is what it is. It's, everybody don't know me. Because I've been around, like I say, ever since, Yogi Bear was a teddy bear, the late 80s, you feel me? And so, maybe she didn't know me really. I don't get offended. It's gravity.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you, well, first of all, I want to say congratulations to you, too, for having your childhood street renamed after you.
Yeah, that's dope.
And you got the key to the city of Vallejo. How did that feel?
Man, that's a dream come true, because I think that was the second time that they gave somebody the key to the city in, 100 years?
What?
Wow.
70 years? Oh, 170 years.
70 years?
Yep, I got the key to the city, bro. I deserve it, man. I put Vallejo on the map, hands down.
Absolutely.
You had Sly and the Family Stone.
Mm-hmm.
You had your Function, which I love dearly, Michael Cooper and them, and Felton Pilot. And then as far as rap, E40 put Vallejo on the map. Straight up, nationwide.
Who debating that?
Nobody.
Suckers.
For real?
Suckers. You understand me? I'm too much, man. I'm too much, but I'm very humble. Mm-hmm. But I'm just telling the truth. I really deserve the key to the city, the street, everything. Magazine Street, I talked about that for my whole career.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, I seen you smelling down magazine with some more sucker in your car looking at me, and I stopped in the middle of the street, reached under my seat and grabbed my heat. Man, that's the same motherfucker that I got into it with at the club last week. That's Captain Stable-Ho, right? But I'm just saying, that was 1993 when I did that. So I've been talking about it for many moons. Magazine Street, that's why, learned all my street knowledge and everything. I had a front row seat there. That's where it all unfolded at.
Who called you? How was that call done?
So, I've 3 years ago, I called one of the old mayors, and I was like, and I didn't follow up with it, and so I talked to I seen a short had his. I'm like, so I said, how do you? And so I talked to my publicist Diddy. I say, hey man, see how we can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Too Short got a street too?
Yeah, Short got a street
Okay.
in the town, Oakland. Too Short way, right? Yeah.
Wow.
So I called my publicist Didier and my man Galen. They put it together like the weather. They put the request in, and what was the whole city council voted me in. No, not one person said no. I mean, it was given. I've done a lot for the community. A lot of things I don't say I've done, but I've done a lot for the community. When you speak of Vallejo, when you speak of the Bay, who do you say?
E40
and
Too Short. Yeah, E40
There
and
you
Too
go.
Short. That's right. You also have the title of having the most charting albums in Billboard history.
Top 200 album entries.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, what, 30?
33.
Damn.
Somebody's about to beat me though.
Who?
NBA YoungBoy.
Really?
YoungBoy putting out an album every damn month.
He did 4. He did 4 this year already.
Yeah. You know, I'm back on mine though. You know, cause so I'm putting out 4 within the next 8 months.
Okay.
So you're gonna have Rule of Thumb 1 that's coming out tonight at 9:00 West Coast time. You got Rule of Thumb 2 coming out in January. Rule of Thumb 3 coming out in March. Rule of Thumb 4 coming out in May.
Are they done already?
I mean, not Rule of Thumb 4. I'm sorry. I have to, so it's 2 on each one. Yeah, they done, but you know, we record all the way until the day that we really finna dang near, you know, about a week before we really finna just drop it. Cause I might come with a slap out of nowhere. You feel me? So here we go. Here it is. It's Rule of Thumb 1, Rule of Thumb 2. Then I'm coming with Songs for Every Emotion 1 and Songs for Every Emotion 2. And that's what I do. I got songs for every emotion, so why not do it?
Now, BG's on the
what is the chart? What does the entry thing mean to you? Like when you get records like that, does that mean something to you?
What
to have the 33? What is it? 33 most.
33
oh yeah,
entries. That means something. I mean, that's dope. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Consistency, and you know what I mean. Just to be able to, you know, make those charts. Billboard is a big deal. You know, Billboard is a big deal.
Now, I see BG's on the album.
Yeah, that's my guy.
How'd you hook up with BG since he been home? I'm assuming.
Oh, you know, I stayed, you know, rocking with him, you know, on Instagram and whatnot, and then through Birdman, that's my guy. And when he came home, I say, Birdman, I hit him on the DM. I say, Birdman, tell BG I love him and tell him I say what's up. And he was like, Ford, he asked about you. And he did time with my brother-in-law, Mack Russ, too. You know what I'm saying? Boss Mackin'. And so, but I've been knowing BG since he was a young mustache. You know, him, Lil Wayne, all of them. They was on my album, Charlie Hustle. We had a song called Look At Me. We did it over at Bosco Conte house, my boy, the producer Bosco. And it was me, Lil Wayne, Birdman, BG, Juvenile, and Turk. All of us together in this studio, right? So I was the first one that Cash Money was featured on another person's rapper's album. They wasn't doing that back then. And I was the first one to be featured on their album. They wasn't letting anybody in like that. So we've been rocking, me and Birdman and Slim, been rocking since 1998. Damn. Yeah.
Man, you done seen it all. You know, I be wanting to ask you for it. Did you ever have a relationship with Eazy?
I really didn't, bro. And I had love for him. I met him a couple times. He's kind of quiet when I seen him, but not disrespectful. He was a businessman. He was handling his business. Had big love for Eazy. Grew up on his music as well. You know, he was older than me. You know, I'm an old head. He was older than me in real boss mode. You know, but no, I didn't, man. Cube is my guy.
Yeah, I know Cube. I just did the Mount Westmore.
Absolutely.
How did you feel about
I talk
that?
to Cube every day.
Oh,
Whether
every
it's
day?
text or phone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did y'all first meet?
Maybe 92, 93, somewhere around there. But he had been around way before that. You know what I'm saying? But Cube has always showed me love. We got records together. And one time I had called him and I said, Cube, can you get on this song? He was in Sacramento. He had a show out there. And I said, since you in town, can you come through to my studio at the coffee table? I send a car service. He said, let me check my schedule. Let me see what time I got to go on. And he was like, send the car. Send me the address. He was in Sacramento. Came to the house where my studio at. Knocked out a song called Behind Gates. I didn't have a title or nothing. He was like, he had the title. And him and MC Ren came and knocked it out. Went back and did a show. About a month later, I said, can we do a video to this? And he said, of course. And I say, how much you gonna charge me? You know what he said? Nothing. Just show me when to come. Just tell me when to be there, and I'm there. And he showed up, did the video. So y'all can look up Behind Gates, me and Cube on that thing.
Wow. Did you like the reception to Mount Westmore? Do you feel like it was like too late to do that project? I mean, it's never too late to do something.
Never too late, yeah.
But you feel like y'all would have had a lot more impact if y'all had did it early in your careers?
You know, we just got to let nature take its course, because I don't think we would even did it, because we even know we love each other and everything, but it was the right time to do it. The pandemic was, in motion like the ocean. So we was all in the house, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own access to studios, and you know what I mean? And we were just sending shit back and forth, and we made it happen. We recorded over 50 songs. We're going to continue to do it. We all, Snoop Dogg is the busiest of all of us. That boy everywhere like air. You dig? So.
How did you get into the business of all of this, though? Like, you hear about, there's a lot of rappers that get into liquor, but the co-packing, what do you call it, co-packing?
Co-packing.
The food industry. How do you get into the food industry?
Like I say, I've always wanted to do it. I got seasonings and sauces and all kind of stuff in the come, bro. But it's a brand, and it's just, it all comes hand in hand. Music, food, and beverages. Started off selling wine online, Earl Stevens Selections, Mango Scotto, you know what I'm saying, Function Red Blend, and Moscato. Those are the first 3 SKUs that I had. Don't let me go down the line now. It's just, I could fill up this whole room with all my liquor.
I love it.
Different brands, and it's 100% black owned.
Do you have to reach out to people to make the products happen, like as far as the food, or somebody came to you?
Nah, it all. Once you in it, you in it. You just, one thing leads to another. You find you get your connections, this, that, and the third. You get your consultants. You make sure you have your lawyers. The lawyers is for the paperwork, because there's a lot of licensing and all kind of stuff that goes with everything for us, food and beverage, especially your alcohol. I make it look easy, but it's not that easy. And my wife do all the compliance and all the logistics and all that. And we family owned, bro. We black owned business for real. From the ground up, man. I'm talking about no investors, no nothing, man. It's all, you understand me, the Stevens.
Man, you another one of the brothers, man, I always look to, and I be like, man, that's why having a great woman is so important, because you've had a great woman for a long time, been with her for a long time. How important is having that?
That's my backbone. That's my soulmate. It's no secret. I love her. And, we came up, living off of love. When I was just Earl, before I was E40, you feel me? It was, so since teenage life, here we is together, all these many moons.
Living off of love.
That's right.
We was just living off of love, making it happen, man.
Now, I got to ask, these one-liners that you have, 40, do you write them down? Because you have a one-liner for everything. I swear, you must, if you had to count how many one-liners you do, it has to be thousands a day.
I just got memory like a spelling bee.
See?
You see what I'm saying?
Like, you don't write them down or nothing.
I just log it in.
I heard porcupine spawn. I heard something like a tadpole this morning. I said he was young as a mustache. I just heard so many.
I
I'm
got
like,
plenty.
Jesus.
If you sit down with me, man, you'll hear a whole bunch of stuff. It just come out natural like an afro.
See?
Yeah, I was looking at the Genius when you did the definitive guide, the E40 slang. Like it be them Bootsy motherfuckers in your town that's always dying.
First one talking about Bootsy. So when I say Bootsy,
you ain't talking about the rapper.
No, not Bootsy. No,
yeah, I know.
That's my guy. I'm talking about Bootsy Collins. But Bootsy Collins is a legend. He's Bootsy. Only time Bootsy really somebody should be called Bootsy. Like that's Bootsy Collins. He the only one. And when I say Bootsy, it's like if you ever look at how he dressed, he overdoes it. He dresses flamboyant, but he do it in his way. It's just he the only one who can do it. You know what I'm saying? Him and maybe Elton John and maybe, I don't know, Liberace and, people like that, they dress different. And so Bootsy was really, because I had a song in look, this is a trip. Let me tell y'all how long I've been putting Bootsy, the word Bootsy on, in the atmosphere. In 1989 on Mr. Flamboyant, I say, meanwhile, Bootsy was coming around the corner on two wheels, scatting in the 76 Cutlass Oldsmobile. You know what I'm saying? So, two shoes, what I mean by two shoes?
I was thinking rims.
I was the first one talking about shoes, call them rims, shoes, and toes, gold tippy toes, all that. You understand me? So Boosie, that's 1989. How many years is that now? That's 34.
I'm terrible at math. It's a long time.
93, 2000.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Boosie is just somebody that overdoes it, you know, or just do some loud stuff like just over. They kind of twisted the word around like, oh, one time somebody called me, oh, he hella Boosie. You can't call me something that I coined. What the hell wrong with these fools, man? I'm the first rapper hollering hella.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, what I'm gonna do one day, I'm gonna come back, right? Maybe one of the second rule of thumb, if y'all have me,
of course,
or either the songs for every emotion. And we're gonna break it down. Let's break it down, and and we'll have the song play. I'll tell you what year, and we play the little line. We go all the way back to '88.
I love to do that. I was trying to figure out. Did you coin the terms "save a hoe" or "Captain Save a Hoe"?
Save a hoe. The first rapper screaming "save a hoe."
You know, everybody say you can't say these hoes, but did you start that?
Yeah, because what it is, save a hoes. That's so. Listen, a Captain Save a Hoe is a dude that, like, come to the rescue and try to make a hoe into a housewife. That's what it is. That's not like treating your wife, you know, buying her stuff like that. A hoe is a batch that, you know, that got more miles on them than Spirit's airline. You know what I'm saying? And you try to make that not be that no more, but a hoe gonna be a hoe. So, you know, and then there's a lot of cats out there that'll really like kill you over actual broad that ain't cool. That's, you know, that'll line you up in the whole wickle. You feel me? So.
And that was 94. And the whole.
93.
That was 93, okay. Yeah. And the whole, the Sheezys.
For Sheezy.
You said for Sheezy.
For Sheezy. The first time I heard for Sheezy, that's from, a lot of my words be from the streets.
Okay.
But that's what don't most rappers' words be from the streets?
Yeah, absolutely.
You feel me? You know, I'm just crafty with mine. I come with my own stuff too. But first time I heard for Sheezy was my boy Twiceberg, good friend of mine, good people, solid, gamed up, Mr. Tap the Map himself. You know what I'm saying? I was producing the record for him because I'm a composer. I'm a producer too on the tuck. Y'all just don't know. I'm a professional beat picker and a composer. And so twice I had produced a song for him and his guy, and he was with, who was he with? He was one of the major labels. So we had Studio Tones, and we just chopping it up, drinking and shit. And he was like, yeah, eat for Sheezy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure, you know? And so I was like, ugh, what's that? You know what I'm saying? That's the first time I ever heard it. You know what I'm saying? That's like 1990, what year was that? 94, maybe? 94, 95, somewhere around there. Because the first time it was ever said on wax for Sheezy was 1996, and that was me and Too Sheezy, Too Short. He was like, eat Feezy, Too Sheezy. Man, we off the Heezy for Sheezy. And I said, I thought you Theezy, my Neezy, whatever I said, right? So that was the first time it was ever said on wax, but twice was the first. So then I said, one day before I said that though, I was at what was I at? I'm sorry, let me get back in the mic. I'm playing. I was at my boy Dollars and Spence. We was in the studio with Dollars and Spence, and he was putting out a group called 3 Times Crazy. And that's what the group Keek the Sneak is in. You know what I'm saying? And Keek was, and so I said for Shizzy, right? And the boy Bart, one of the members, you know, Bart gamed up and whatnot. He was like, yeah, but it's for Sheezy, like that, right? I said, oh, okay. That's what Twice was saying the other day. He was saying for Sheezy, not for Shizzy, right? And so I liked it. So then I knew how to say it correctly because I'm human. You know what I'm saying? And so we put it in the record. First one ever on wax ever saying for Sheezy and for Shizzle and all, the whole woo-wop. You feel me? So
Snoop gets a lot. He gets the credit for it, though.
Yeah, he gets credit. He gets the credit for Shizzle because he Snoop is a fan of Bay Area music, not just me. You know, 415. You know, he'd easily tell you. The 415. That's Richie Rich and DJ Duro now. You know what I'm saying? That's why they named their group the 213. You feel me? So he love us, man. We rock with LA. We rock with Snoop Dogg. We rock with Daz and all of them. We've been. I got a picture with Droopy, my son Droopy, when Snoop was at our house in Fairfield, California, in Rancho Solano, playing video games, arcade games. Droopy was a little young mustache playing video games with him and Nate Dogg. Like, we go way back, many moons.
Do you think your most famous slang is popo?
That's one of them.
Because everybody calls the police popo.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, movies and everything. I done seen it. I done seen so much of my slang, words that I've coined, words that I said first on wax. Really just in crossover commercials, all kind of commercials and everything. Yeah,
that was 93 when you said popo.
Yes, it was 92.
Damn, I'm always throwing off a year.
Federal.
Okay.
But it's documented as 93. You know, that's how they. Remember, I told you we put it up a year
before.
But you can hear me on there saying, on like if you listen to some of the songs, I say 92, 93, some stuff like that. You understand me? So
E40 got a skedaddle.
Oh, that was whack. Yeah, whatever you tried to do just now,
he got a
that was
skedaddle.
terrible.
He got to leave.
40 water got to bust the pattern.
What?
I got to bust the pattern.
You got to bust the pattern.
I mean, I got to bust the move. I got to move. I got to get up out of here.
That's
I got to tear up out of here, man. Yes,
that's right.
Well, we appreciate you for joining
Always
us. Go
a
with the
pleasure,
Spoon.
man.
The book is out right now. Of
Rule
course,
of Thumb will be
the
out.
album Rule of Thumb is out right now.
Man. Yeah, tonight.
And it's
on West Coast time,
9 p.m.
9 p.m. East Coast time, 12 a.m. Make sure y'all get the Rule of Thumb, 23 slaps, back to back. Stop playing with water.
It'll be out today, actually. We airing it
tomorrow. Yeah, so it'll be out today.
Okay, for shiggity.
There you have it. It's E40. It's the Breakfast Club.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Our guest co-host Beasy Baybie is here. And it's time for Pass the Aux. What up, Nyla?
Hello. Happy Friday, guys.
NYLA. Nice shirt.
Yes. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Missy demeanor.
Fire.
Yes. Shout out to Missy Elliott. But, all right, so there's a lot of new music that dropped today. I'm going to start with Ari Lennox, start with the R&B, and then get into the rap.
Ari dropped?
Yeah, she dropped a single.
Oh, just a song. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
It's called...
I like Ari a lot. Ari Lennox should be way, 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 way bigger than she is. And I don't know who to blame for why she isn't one of, if not the biggest R&B star in the game.
I totally agree. She's definitely underrated and underheard and undervalued, and even that, like when that song dropped, I immediately went into my safe space. I was on a couch laying down, and incense were burning.
Word.
Like it felt good, you know.
Like, so what is it? Is it because she got everything? She got the looks. She definitely got the music. Music is A1. She got the cosign from Cole. What is it?
I don't, probably marketing.
People like her.
People love her.
So it's the label?
People love her. I don't want to say it's the label. I don't know what it is. I'm not in her business. I just like the music.
I want more for Ari.
All right.
Ecclesiastes 3, timing.
Yeah.
Timing. Might be just timing. You're right. You're right.
I don't know. But she does have a classic project, I feel like Shea Butter.
Shea Butter Baby.
People love that
Absolutely.
project. So shout out to Ari Lennox. We're always rooting for you over here. Next, we're going to go with Drake dropped For All My Dogs, like the extended version.
Okay.
And it was hard to pick which one I liked because I really liked them all.
I know it was hard for you because you hate Drake.
You hate
Cole.
Drake?
You love Cole.
Well, Cole's actually on the extended version.
That's why Drake getting so much love
No, I
from
don't
you.
hate Drake.
That's why Drake getting so much love from you.
He's doing
now.
this thing where he projects.
Drake getting so much love from you. Drake getting so much love from you now because him and Cole going on tour together. They just dropped first.
That's not why he's getting love from
shooter.
me.
Great video, by the way.
Yo, the video was fire.
You've never spoken like that about a Drake video.
The video was so fire.
You've never talked like that about a Drake video.
Yeah, no, the video was really fire. I love the concept. And
why
honestly,
don't you like Drake?
It's kind of crazy.
I don't want.
He went to St. John's because of J. Cole. We know the story.
It's not a J. Cole Drake war.
You always make it a J. Cole Drake war.
No, you always make it a J. Cole.
No, I don't.
No, you always make it a Rhapsody versus everybody war.
Kendrick versus everybody. Kendrick's the top.
And then you throw rap in there as well.
That's right.
Nonetheless, I ain't never making it a competition between none of them. I'm a fan of all of them.
There you go.
But J. Cole is the one who inspired me to go to St. John's. So therefore, I just tip my cap off. I have to favor because of that.
So I bet you playing the record that J. Cole's featured on.
I'm actually not. I'm not even playing the one that I like the best off of First Listen. Off of First Listen, though, I really like Shoe Fits.
Okay.
Because he's talking about how he can't really make the records he used to make anymore because he's just not there.
Let me hear it.
And I feel like that's one of my biggest complaints.
We want
No, but
that
that's not the one that I picked.
Which one?
I know we did stories about my brother because Envy and Brandon was like, nah, that's the hardest one.
I just said they all.
Don't
I like
listen
them
to
all.
them.
Bars.
He's going
What
hard.
did he say? Like the rapper named after a sex position?
Yeah.
This is why we get upset at Drake, though, because we want more of that. And
Correct.
I totally understand why Drake diversifies his catalog. See, Drake is going to be the guy at 60, 70 is going to be in Vegas or wherever, still making millions of dollars because of how diverse his catalog is.
Yeah.
So I get why he does it, but I want more of that. Those
Love
bars.
it. Yes, yes,
Bodies niggas up. Yep.
And yeah, even
Bodies
production, like this is like I could cruise and ride around and rap to it, kind of like how you did when Comeback Season dropped, or like all the earlier tapes.
Bodies niggas up,
I'm
Drake.
glad he did too.
Okay, that 50% of you, that's a Negro. Bodies niggas up.
Why you gotta
The other
Shout out to the
50%.
50%ers.
Oh, you gotta bring up the 50%.
Because I don't want the other 50% of him to body niggas up. That'd be racist. The black side body niggas up,
So
Drake.
the other 50% is the pop records.
That's the
It's
pop records.
God's
No, for
plan
real.
and that.
Absolutely.
It's the perfect blend.
That's right. And that's why at 70, 80, he's going to have more longevity than damn near everybody.
So what's J. Cole's 50-50 split? 'Cause
See, why I got to come back to Cole? Why can't you ever just let Drake get celebrated? You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about.
Damn, why don't you like
This
Drake?
is what I'm talking about. Why you don't like
yo,
Drake, yo?
stop.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why are you even
This is what I'm
feeding
talking
into
about.
his stupid narratives? All
That's
right,
what I'm
let's
talking
keep it pushing. The next record is by an artist named Felix. He just dropped a two-pack tape called Don't Wear My Clothes. You know how guys be over women still in their clothes, like if you sleep over and you take a hoodie, whatever the case may be, and it's called PFW.
I need to hear more of that.
This feel like you supposed to do a dumb dance around the room.
That feel like that Miami, Georgia bass I grew up loving.
Really?
Hell yeah.
I didn't hear nothing about taking his clothes though.
Well, I know the tape is called Please Don't Steal My Clothes.
Oh, the
like
tape
his
is called,
EP.
okay, the
Feel like
project.
Two Live Crew
But
almost, like me so
PFW
horny.
stands for Paris Fashion Week because
Oh, got
Felix
you.
is like
All
big
right,
into
I
fashion.
got you.
Y'all young boys bugging though. Let your woman steal your clothes. Ain't nothing flyer than in the fall when your woman walking around in just a hoodie and some panties on, or a hoodie and nothing else on. I don't know what y'all young boys talking about.
I agree. Definitely.
married.
I feel like I deserve all the hoodies. But I just want to do a little bonus
deserve all
record
the
real quick. Andre 3000 dropped the project. I
Come
feel like
on
it
now.
wouldn't be right if we don't talk about Andre's joint. And the titles of all the songs are super long, as well as the songs. They're all about 15 minutes long. But nonetheless, that night in Hawaii when I turned into a panther and started, and then I can't read the rest.
Okay.
I'm in.
Y'all punking me right now?
No punk.
I'm naked wearing a flat. It happened.
Oh my God.
That was really Andre 3000?
Yes.
That was really Andre
listen,
3000.
man. I'm in my calm era where I just let things be. I'm already vibing to that type of music in my house. That's the music you hear at the spa. You know, I'm with it. I will be meditating to this album for years to come, lighting my candles, burning my Palo Santos, doing my breathing exercises. Thank you, Andre 3000, because I love the
He's like, what?
I love the mindfulness and wellness space. You know what I mean? I'm the guy that loves going to therapy. I'm all into this.
Okay.
So to have somebody from our culture, a pillar in our culture, create this, I love it.
I can't get jiggy to this.
But
I
you
love it.
gotta think
I can't
about
get jiggy to
you
this.
gotta think about what he's saying. Like he's saying, I can't find nothing else. I gotta give you this. So to me, that's saying that that's what God gave him. And
That's
if we're
right.
honest, the culture needs something like that, even if we don't really, understand
It's a
why we
different
need it.
frequency than just the frequencies we're used to.
And trust
So-
me, that's what he's on. That is the vibe and the energy that Andre 3000 is on. Trust me when I tell you that.
And look how much peace he got.
Yeah.
Very much so. Who has walked away from the game? Literally walked away from the game and with no desire to come back. You might get a little feature every now and then. He ain't running up on those stages. He ain't trying to do no shows. He's walking around playing his flute, trying to find peace of mind, or has found peace of mind. That's the goal.
And now he's sharing it with us.
Now he's sharing it with us. That's the dream.
Well, we appreciate that, Andre.
You played that in
Love
the club
it.
this weekend?
Oh, well, no. That's like some home stuff.
You might be able to remix that.
Put a little Jersey bounce with it.
New Blue Sun.
I had to
Play it
speed
again,
it all the way up.
Play it again.
New Blue Sun.
Play it again.
Play it again.
I hear it.
This album is for the spas. This
Play it
album
again.
is for people who practice mindfulness and
I'm
wellness.
going to rip a Goody Mob
Let's
Andre
see.
version.
Hold on. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom.
My milkshake brings all the girls to the yard. Yours is better than yours.
Hands on your knees.
It's better
Hands on
than
your
yours.
knees.
It's better than yours.
Hands on your knees. It's better than yours. Hands on your knees.
Come on,
It's better than yours.
Charlamagne.
Hands on your knees. It's better than
Disgusting how y'all
yours.
ruin everything sacred.
You're supposed to rap.
It's just disgusting how they ruin sacred things.
No. There's a time and a place for everything. So that'll definitely be on when I'm trying to decompress from the day.
Yes, man.
Or whatever the case may be.
Yes.
But because we love Andre and we like to hear him in the club, ain't nothing wrong with doing a little mashup.
There we go. Y'all don't have to do that, please.
All right. Well, if you guys like the vibes, make sure you guys follow me on the gram at Nyla Simone, a.k.a. Certified Vibe. And keep it locked because we have more Past the Auxes coming up. The next one's December 15th in Brooklyn. So make sure you guys tap in.
All right. When we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix, and we were talking about DMX earlier, so let's get into all DMX. Let me know your favorite DMX joint. We throw it back on a Friday. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Beasy Baybie is our guest co-host. Nyla's still here. Beasy Baby, we appreciate you for joining us the last couple of days.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for having me. This is like a dream come true, really.
Oh,
like I wrote on my vision board at the end of last year when I was like in the middle of a depression. I was out of work. I was crying every day trying to find myself. And I wrote that I wanted my voice in 5 markets. I wanted to be back on air. And, you know, my vision was I'll be voice tracking somewhere. And God said, nah, I'm going to put you on The Breakfast Club and give you all of this. So thanks to Charlamagne, because I didn't fill out an application. You just were a good friend. And you said, Beasy, I want to help you out. And you've done that for so many people. And there's so much that you've done that people don't even know that you do all the time to just sow seeds into other people's lives. So I just want to thank you, and thanks, Envy.
All love, Beasy.
That was nice. Y'all pretty good people, man.
Yeah.
Shut up, Nyla.
The energy in the room, the air in the room is moving right now.
Well, why don't you like Drake, though, Nyla?
All right. You're supposed to be in and out, and you want to start stuff.
When we come back, we got the positive note. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, it's time to get up out of here. You guys have
we going for the week.
Yeah, we going for the week.
Next week, y'all going to hear Breakfast Club Best Ofs because it is, Thanksgiving week. So we'll be gone. I want to salute my guy, Steve Harvey, man. I got to salute Big Unk. He's got his Steve Harvey Golf Classic next week in Dubai.
You golf?
No, but I mean, it's a bunch of other events, like he's got galas and stuff like that. Salute to Steve Harvey Global and Melt Middle East. Everything they do has a purpose. It's not like we just going out there to, enjoy ourselves, even though we will be doing that.
Correct.
So I'll be out there with Unk next week, man. So salute to everybody at Steve Harvey Global and Melt Middle East. See y'all next week in Dubai. I've never been to Dubai, so I'm looking forward to it.
You're going to have a good time. You bring the family love it. You'll really love it. Go to Abu Dhabi. Go to the mosque. Go to Ferrari World.
Okay.
They have a Ferrari World? I could see you golfing.
Now, it's like it's an amusement park out there, so it's for the kids. The kids, they have roller coasters and things like that. It's like Ferrari themed, but it's really, really dope. Kids loved it.
I'm going to try it. I mean, it's the first time for everything. Got me a nice little golf outfit. Yeah.
Is it tight?
He's one of those.
concerned.
He's one of those.
I'm
You know the guy that comes to the court and he got the new Jordans on and fresh thing. That's gonna be you.
And
you got golf clubs.
And I want to get DJ Khaled golf stuff, but everything's in 4X. It's golf attire.
What's wrong with 4X?
I don't wear 4X.
Tie it up, bro.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Yo, shouts out to the Q's. Their Founders Day is today. So I just shouts out to J Fresh P. Shouts out to all the Q's. Just sending a super salute to them.
Okay. Well, leave us on a positive note.
Hold up, Beasy, give all your Twitters and all that stuff.
I don't have Twitter because somebody hacked me and I just said, well, you can have it then. So I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Beasy Baby, and somebody told me slow down, so here it go in slow motion. BEASYBAYBIE. And Charlamagne, you called me, you said I was a convicted felon yesterday, and people were like, Charlamagne shouldn't have done that. I share my story with the world because God brought me through it.
I'm a convicted felon.
Yeah, and Charlamagne's a convicted felon, and God has something for all of us, so you don't have to hide behind anything because the world's gonna bring it out anyway.
There you go.
I'm working on a pardon though.
Me too.
I am.
Me too.
I've already gotten a lot of stuff has gotten expunged off my record, but I'm working on a pardon.
Yeah, I submitted like 2 years ago. So shouts out to the governor of Pennsylvania for getting that on through for me.
Word. South Carolina hold me down. You too, Nyla?
I mean, I was more joking, but I did get caught shoplifting when I was a teenager, and it ended up being a felony. But it got expunged when I was 18.
What'd you steal? People?
No, I was stealing.
You steal people.
Well, anything over $250 is a felony.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was just stealing mad polo stuff.
Polo's expensive.
Yeah.
You got caught?
Yeah, it was actually supposed to be a gift. Anyway, It's
Why,
fine.
you never got caught, Envy?
I did. I talk about it in my book, and we talk about it on air.
Oh. Got caught stealing what? You need to be specific.
Sam's Club.
What?
And he still shops at BJ's. What's going on?
It's Sam's Club.
Still shopping for BJ's.
Oh, sorry, Envy.
Crazy.
Oh, that
You
sounds
wild.
like it would be easy to do.
What?
You said Sam's?
The Sam's Club.
Yeah.
He's walking out with carts.
When I college student, yeah. All right. Leave us on a positive note.
Positive note, simply this, man. I'm in my calm era. So I just let things be. Y'all enjoy your holidays.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.